You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy B and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Roadium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Roadium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
You're back now at the Jack Off Hour with the podcast that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat dick. And this is Tony A. the Wizard, your host with episode 72. 72, can you actually believe that? That's just fucking crazy. But listen, before I introduce my special guest, let me go ahead and make a few announcements. First of all, I want to say that 4 days ago, we hit 20K on TonyVision/Roadium Radio. 20K subscribers. So I want to thank everybody. Much love, much respect. September 11th of 2019, we started with 238, and now we're 20K. And in 4 days now, from the day that we hit 20K, we got 500 more subscribers. So shit is growing. So you know what? Put your hands up, Raza. Thank you very much for everybody that has supported us. And people have been asking me, because we have met our goal, our GoFundMe goal for the Chicano rap documentary. We will start filming mid-July, at least B-roll footage. We'll keep you guys posted. And hopefully by this time next year, it shall be out. Other than that, people have asked me, can we still donate? Yeah, absolutely. If you still would like to donate, every little bit helps. It's up to you guys. It'll help us buy actually more equipment that we actually need. For those of you that have filmed, you guys know that $15,000 it's not really a lot for all new equipment to film a documentary, but we'll take it because we want to give the people what they're looking for. So other than that, the High C CD has been re-released, has been remastered. You could get that on the website, DOCUMIXERY.com. You can also buy the mixtapes on CD for those of you that still like hard copies. I'm running out of those. Bundle 1 and Bundle 2. Also, once again, the other ones, 4 of them, Dre did. The other 4, I did. $30 for 4 of them. And once again, pick up this classic. Or if you just want to, watch the Roadium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY unlimited streaming, you could still get it with the promo code TRMD, TRMD20. But you know what? Let's not even talk about that. Let me go ahead and jump right into my special guest. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce Jokes.
Tony.
How you doing, brother?
Doing real good, man. It's a fucking pleasure to be here.
No shit, man.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing.
Thank you for coming, man. You know what?
Of course.
I always have fun with all my guests, every single one of my guests, and because it allows me to meet them and to talk to them and to share with them on a personal level.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, that's why I dig it, man. I watch most of your fucking interviews, so that's the main reason why I do, because you get more intact with the interview than a lot of other people do.
Awesome, man. You know what? I know it's Wednesday, but how was the weekend, man? How did you spend it?
Weekend was cool, man. I spent a lot of time with my daughter. My baby. She just got out she's been out the hospital for a little bit, but just having her home, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? So spend some time with her. It was actually her mother's birthday yesterday, so I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do for her. You know what I mean? Trying to figure that out. We figured it out. Me and my brother took her out to eat and stuff. It was cool, man. It was a good weekend. It was pretty cool.
No shit. Now I see you wearing the COVID mask.
I got to.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Are you used to wearing that now?
I'm not. It's just like it doesn't come off. Now it just stays right here. Like I don't even notice. I didn't even notice I still had it on until you just said something right now. But yeah, like it just stays on my face. I'd rather keep it on. I hate going to the damn store and you walk in and then you walk. no, hey, go get your mask. God damn it. You know what I mean? You
Right,
gotta walk
right.
out and go get your mask. So I just keep it right here, man.
Yeah, I get tired of people
I
asking
didn't know
me,
if you were gonna ask me that, hey man, where's your mask?
all good. People ask me, like, where's your mask? Like if I'm fucking Batman or something, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
But or a Mexican wrestler, homie. I would like to have one of those masks. I could just walk right into a fucking
You know
store.
what I mean? Yeah, like a Rey Mysterio mask or something like that, something crazy. Like you can't tell me nothing. It's a mask, bro.
You know, if you wear like a Michael Myers mask, you'll definitely get like 6 feet.
Man, you know what's crazy? I was walking through Walmart the other day, and this dude had like a big old like Jason Voorhees type, but it was like had blood all over it, and like, but he was walking through the store with that, and this other dude had like one of those welding masks on.
No shit.
Like, what the hell you doing? He's like, it's a mask. Boy, whatever, do you do what you want?
Have you seen that video on, I think it's on Instagram or on Facebook, where the guy calls his girl and she takes off her panties because he doesn't have a mask and he puts that motherfucker on?
No, I haven't
bro.
seen that. That sounds about right, though.
Yeah, that shit was sexy, man. You know, but they'll probably make another one where another dude takes off his drawers and then,
Have him do the same thing. Yeah, straight up.
Now, let me ask you this: have you seen anything good recently on TV?
You know what, Tony? You ask this question like every time, and I was sitting there like, he gonna ask me that. On TV, I've been super stuck. I don't really do TV. I've been on Netflix a lot lately, which is different because I don't really watch TV at all. Period. But you know, ain't shit else to do. So, stand-up comedy. Like I'm really. My mother actually really got me into this dude. His name's Joe Coy. Hilarious, man. I don't know. Like he always says that he's Filipino, but he makes his comedy he like Filipino and Mexicans are basically the same type of race, you know what I mean? And he just kind of bases his whole comedy thing off of that's fucking hilarious, man. That and George Lopez just dropped a new stand-up comedy that actually me and my brother were watching last night. We were rolling, man. We were rolling.
That's what I wanted to bring up. What do you say? You miss with one bean, you get the
whole
whole
burrito. yeah,
bro.
Straight up.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
I was dying, man. We were sitting there dying.
I've never seen him in person, like as far as stand-up.
Yeah.
I would like to.
Yeah.
But he really tore that shit up, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a new one, man. Actually, my dad was the one we grew up on the Why You Crying, the George Lopez stand-up.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know how many times I've seen that as a kid. And the fact that he came out with a new one, I was like, ooh, I watched that shit at midnight, man. Right when it dropped, I loved it. He ain't missed a step.
Who would you say are some of your favorite comedians other than the gentleman you just mentioned?
Yeah, right now I would say, Joe Coy. Joe Coy's at the top of the list, but I love Dave Chappelle. I like how Dave Chappelle can get political and keep it funny at the same time, because it's a very, very fine line from offending somebody and keeping it to where, okay, I could still laugh at that, but you know, that's kind of right there where it's like, it's kind of political. I like that, but I like it because to me, that's an art. So I like Dave Chappelle. I used to be really into Carlos Mencia. Not so much no more. I don't really know what the fuck happened to that guy.
Okay, why? Tell me why.
Hey, he's just a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. Like, I don't know. He made a fucking living off of being an idiot. His whole thing, what was it? That was his whole thing. He was an idiot. But, you know, in all honesty, I haven't seen Carlos Mencia stand up in a long time.
You know why he disappeared, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, go home and YouTube it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody can look it up. This guy literally got called out by Joe Rogan.
Is that right? I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
Called him out on stage and pretty much said, "You're be stealing everybody's jokes."
Yes, I did. You're right. I did hear something about that.
Yeah,
I did
dude.
hear something about that.
So he got exposed, and now you'll probably see him in some rat hole somewhere, you know.
Yeah, he over there regretting every decision he ever made in life.
Yeah, dude. Somebody actually made a video of his jokes and the guys that he stole them from. Of course, they were lesser comedians.
Yeah.
But they were almost identical, man.
Damn. That's like this music shit when they be taking the shit from the artists, the
Same
lower
shit.
budget artists. Yeah. Big artists be doing it off the chain. But one more I gotta mention, Gabriel Iglesias. I love Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy's fucking hilarious.
I almost said Fuzzy. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work either way. I'm sure he's both.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen too many of them, but I know my son likes him. Like, to me, I have to go back further. I like Richard Pryor, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I like Red Fox.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, as Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
And Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Of course, I can keep going down the line, but those old school cats.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dave Chappelle, I do like Dave Chappelle.
And see, I can't, and that's why I like stand-up comedy now, because my dad raised me on all that shit. What was it? Eddie Murphy's Raw and Delirious.
Right.
Richard Pryor was my dad's absolute favorite. He had Brewster's Millions.
Brewster's Millions.
Every movie that man ever came out
Yes.
with. The Toy. Yeah, he came. I stayed on Richard Pryor, man.
Richard Pryor was, you know what? That dude was amazing, bro. But
yeah.
Oh well, you know what? Today's comedy, like today's music, today's movies, I think they're better back then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's all meant for that specific time. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That specific time that it came out, and I get it.
Yeah. So where are you originally from? Like, where were you raised at, man?
Well, it's two different places. Honestly, I was born in Orange County, Santa Ana, and I was raised till I was probably about like 8 or 9 in Anaheim. But once my mom and dad split up, we kind of were everywhere. My dad was like everywhere. My mom was everywhere until we, my dad finally found a spot in Hesperia, Victorville area, the high desert. And that's the place I call home, man. I got 760 tattooed on my chest. That's where all my music started. That's where all my friends are at. All my kids live over there. You know, like that's home. That's where I call home. And,
no shit.
Yeah, I rep it to the fullest too. It ain't a lot over there, but that's my home. I take you to the back street, through the back streets and everything, man. That's home.
You said ain't a lot over
It
there.
ain't a lot over there, man. You know, that's home, bro.
Wow. And you went to elementary, middle school, high school all out there?
Man, honestly, I went to 13 different schools growing up. So
you're going to have to explain that, okay?
Yeah, well, like I said, after my mom and dad split up, we were kind of just everywhere. I was going, my mom would have us for a little bit, and then be like, you got to go stay with your dad. And, we went to school. I went to school in Whittier, Orange County, Anaheim, Hesperia. Actually, for a little bit out in Arizona. I was out there in Arizona. Shit. Yeah, man, we were all over the place until we finally found, home. And that's why I think that's why I appreciate that place so much, because it was like, that was home after traveling over here and being homeless and whoop-de-whoop. Like, we finally found home. Like, no, all right, I'm going to be right here.
Okay, I'm going to quiz you really quick.
Yeah.
Can you name me at least 6 schools you went to?
6 schools I went to. Benjamin Franklin, Yorba Linda Middle School, Options for Youth, Sultana High School. I forgot what the one in Whittier was called, man. I couldn't tell you the one in Whittier was called. But what's number 6? I'm blanking right now. Sycamore Junior High in Anaheim.
Okay. Did you graduate high school?
No, I didn't.
Neither did I. Well, neither did I, but I graduated backstage.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Hey, I get shit for that all the time, because I think I was like 28 credits away from graduating, and my mom was like, why don't you, even today she always tell me that, why don't you just go back and just have it? I mean, I got this far. You know what I mean? I'll be all right. I'll be cool, man. Shit.
All good, man. Okay, now, I know you said you're going back and forth with your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
What type of music did you grow up with as a kid with your mother or your father?
Oh, see, music-wise, they basically had the same type of taste. So wherever we were at, we were kind of the same thing. My mom's a big Prince fan. My mom loves Prince. My dad loves Prince. Grew up. My dad really likes funk, though. He's from Santa Ana. So funk, Zap Band, Gap Band, fucking, just everything, man. All the old school type of funk, but just like George Clinton. I remember he would play the original versions of these songs where they're 13 minutes long. He's like, you guys make 2 minutes long songs. He's like, you can't even enjoy it. Before you start enjoying it, it's over. He's like, listen to this. Dad, it's fucking 13 minutes and it's still playing.
Okay, now let me touch on something with those long version songs, okay?
Yeah.
I know Atomic Dog was about 13 minutes. It cannot be longer than 15 minutes, because back then on 2-inch reel, you only had 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a party, and there was a dude getting freaked by 2 girls, one in the front, one in the back.
That's
okay,
right.
And what happened was, as they were dancing and freaking each other, the song was almost over. So he yells out at me and he says, "Start it over again." So I just picked up the fucking needle and I dropped it again. And
let it go. Let it keep going.
Let it go.
Make your job easier, huh?
Now, here's the cool thing about that, okay? Is that back then you had songs that were 13 minutes long, and people would dance and freak to all of them the whole time, okay? Today, I can't wait for a fucking song to be over. And it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
The other day, I went to some Mexican restaurant. I think it was Mexican. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Okay.
But they were playing reggaeton. I think it was reggaeton. Now, they just remix it and give it a different name.
Yeah, that's all they do.
They had mumble reggaeton.
They got mumble everything. They got mumble country music. They got mumble everything.
Everything. This motherfucker was like,
all they got to do is have a good beat and a melody, and that's all they need. What the fuck did he just sing?
Exactly.
He sound good. I don't know.
Yeah. But one thing I will say, that their videos are done right. You could tell.
Oh, yeah.
They actually spend a lot of money.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So, anyways, other than that, So now, growing up, you play any instruments at all? Any?
Nah, man. You know what? It was during one of the times that I was moving. I was reeling the drums. I remember Drumline came out. With Nick Cannon, there was some movie called Drumline.
Okay.
And I was super into it. I was like, I'm going to do the Drumline. That's what I want to do. And I practiced. My homie gave me this little drum pad to practice on. I got my own drumsticks. I was sitting there practicing. I'm like, I'm going to make the Drumline. The day that they announced the Drumline, I made it. I came home. I told my mom I made the Drumline. She's like, cool, we're moving. I was like, nah. Like, what do you mean? She's like, get your stuff. Like, we're leaving tonight. Like, literally, like, it was one of those type of situations where, like, we got to go. Fuck.
No shit.
That's the closest I ever came to, man. That's the closest I ever came to. I think they tried to put me on the. I went to the new school after that, and they tried to put me on like bass clarinet or something. The motherfuckers like this, like it's huge. And I'm like, I'm not carrying that around all goddamn day. I'm sorry.
You didn't get into like the trombone?
Nah, hell no, dog. I can't. I'm too long. I ain't long-winded enough for that, man. I can't do it.
What about the flute?
No, none of that, man. None of that. Oh, you know what? When I was younger, I really, because I've always had a thing for like guitar-based music. I love acoustic, and my dad bought me this little, like, we went to Alvera Street, and he bought me a little acoustic guitar. Man, I couldn't play a note, but they would give me a time from like 7 to 8 where I can be in the bathroom. I had to be in the bathroom, and I could sit there and just it didn't sound good at all. I wasn't playing any music, but I was like, man, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna figure it out. Never figured it out, but I really would love to. You know, that was something I wish I would have spent more time on, because I love acoustic. I love the acoustic sound.
Did you ever get good at Guitar Hero?
Oh man, I'm the shit at Guitar Hero. Don't play with me on Guitar Hero, man. Yeah. See, and that's the fucked up thing. Motherfuckers would be like kings at Guitar Hero, and then you pass them a real guitar, like, man, this can't be that difficult. And you know, it just doesn't work out the same way.
That's how DJing is today.
Is that right?
Because DJing is a fucking video game now, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all buttons, huh? You just pushing buttons.
It's all buttons, bro. Back then, you know, you really had to have skill.
Yeah.
Now it's just, you know, fucking.
You got to know what you're doing right there. Right. Yeah, you can't just hop on. Right. Yeah.
So today's DJing is just like Guitar Hero, bro.
No, I feel it.
It's a video game. Now, who would you say? Okay, I know you said you grew up to funk.
Yeah.
Okay, which it's fucking dope, because I grew up having a big family. I grew up with all different types of music.
That's
my
right.
brother Mario is actually the guy that showed me my funk ways.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, and back then, you know, you were talking about long songs that were 13 minutes long. Back then, albums only had maybe 6 or 7 songs.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's very true. You even go back and look them up on like Spotify or something like that. There's barely like, I think George Clinton barely released like a lot of the music that he had out, and you go and there's like, yeah, exactly what you said, 6, 7 songs, but the songs are fucking, you know, 13 minutes, 12 minutes, 11 minutes.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous.
And
That's
then
just
today,
crazy.
dudes are releasing like double CDs with a bunch of bullshit that nobody wants.
Yeah, you can't even play one song on that motherfucker. You play all 6 of those real well, keep it playing, but you can't find a good album these days. Hell no.
Exactly, bro. Okay, now let me ask you this: who would you say, or about how old were you when you first started hearing or listening to rap, you know, hip hop?
Hip hop, man. I've always the first. I mean, because I was raised a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
So we were very limited on like what type of music.
Big time, huh?
It's like the au contraire. It's the complete opposite. But I remember my cousin bought the Eminem Show album, and we begged my mom, like, because my mom would go to work, and she had a CD burner at work. So whatever CDs my uncle had, he'd be like, "Oh, let me borrow it. I'll burn it, give it back to you." And we begged her, please, like, can we please just listen to this album? It was me and my brother. And no, that's nothing but a bunch of foul mouth. He's just doing that. He's just doing this. And I remember we were sitting upstairs. We were playing video games. And the song Without Me, the one that we wanted the album for, because that song was popping at the time.
Right.
They start playing it from downstairs. And we run downstairs. You got it. He's like, my dad told me, you listen to this garbage in front of me. And that's it. You're not going to sit there and go examine it. I don't want you asking questions about it. And da-da-da-da. But I sure as fuck did, though. You know, when they went to sleep, I had my little portable Walkman, and I'd sit there and that was the very first rap album that I ever had.
Wow.
But man, it just grew from there. The first rap album that I ever bought was 50 Cent's. It wasn't even Get Rich or Die Trying. I had Get Rich or Die Trying, but the first 50 Cent album, the first album that I ever bought was 50 Cent's The Massacre, and I remember just being stuck on that. My brother bought the documentary by The Game, and I bought 50 Cent's The Massacre, and it was just on from there, man. Like I had cases full of CDs. Like that's all I would do is sit there and listen constantly. Like my dad never really, you know, our curfew from 10 years old to even 18 years old was be home by 4:30 in the afternoon. Like, I want you home by 4:30.
No
what
shit.
the fuck kind of shit is that? All right, cool. So we ain't got shit to do. We're just sitting in there listening to music all day. Me and my brother were older. You know, we'd sit there, do our workouts in our room. We shared a room at the time. Just sit there, bump music all day, man. Music's constantly been a love, like my main focus for as long as I can fucking remember. Before I even knew I wanted to do anything with it.
Well, I mean, but they must have been like some funky Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah, man, don't get me wrong. They had their time, you know what I mean? And not to say that, you know, they followed in the... Like, it was just a period of time when we were little kids that they took it really serious, you know what I mean? They were on the road to get baptized and, you know, doing a bunch of stuff within the religion. And then, you know, of course, it slowly but surely, it kind of fell off with them, too. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's how I try to carry myself. I know I ain't no perfect human being, and I'm probably the farthest thing from... you know what a Jehovah's Witness is to be expected of, but it is what it is, man. I just try to do my best out here and try to be all right. That's all my dad told me, man. You know, just try your best. You know,
that's it.
Ain't nothing for certain. Just try your best.
That's it, man. So growing up, or you would say that it was possibly Eminem that you got your or.
Yeah, I would say he's a big influence. He would be a big influence, but I've always like. From a kid, man, like I loved R&B. Like I love listening to singers. Like, not to knock anybody that raps, but I feel like anybody could do it. I remember that my first venture into trying to do music was because of my dad. I was sitting outside. I had just gotten in trouble at school. He brought me home, and I was sitting in the garage it was probably like 15, 16. And he was like, what, instead of doing all this stupid shit at school, why don't you sit there and listen to music all day? That's all you do. Why don't you try to do something with it? Man, Dad, I can't be a rapper. You know how fucking hard that is? And he had a 40 in his hand. He had a 40 of Old English. And he just starts rapping. And off the top of the dome, it wasn't nothing serious. I'm drinking a 40 and I'm killing kind of horny and I got me a shorty. And like, but he was going off and I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, that's how easy it is. Now you want to do something with it? You got to put your time and all this bullshit that you're doing, wasting time doing, getting in trouble, fighting in school. Do something with music. Do that. But put focus on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that I think my dad was the biggest influence on actually trying. Oh, you know, you motherfucker, you kind of make sense. All right, I'm gonna try to do something with it.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. Now you say you do R&B. I mean, I know, but for the fans that may not know, I have to ask you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Who would you say was your earliest influences when it came to R&B?
Oh man, you know it's gonna sound real weird because this man's in a really weird space right now, and. It is what it is. Fucking R. Kelly, man. I loved R. Kelly's The Ignition remix. I remember that. Oh man, it's the remix to Ignition. I would just sit there and bump the shit. My dad used to take lists for us when we were kids. Because some dude at his job, he burned CDs for him. He had LimeWire or something at the time. So he's like, just give me a list and I had one CD that had the Ignition remix on it like 3 different times. Just so when I'm listening to it, it just comes on again. Because I love that fucking song. Right. But, you know, yeah, I would say R. Kelly. I really, really loved the way that he did it. But I feel like the whole singing and rapping thing, because that's what I do. I like to do a little bit of both. And I feel like it might sound a little corny, but like when Drake came out and he made that shit work, like where he was singing and he was rapping, I was like, you know, just a fucking light bulb clicked in my head. Like, I could probably try to do something like that too. Because everybody's always telling me, you can sing, like you can kind of, you know, just why don't you work on that? I don't know, man. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody gonna take me. That's either you gotta be a rapper or you gotta be a singer. You know, there's not an in between. Nowadays, you know, if I would have fucking known what it is now, like everybody's singing when they're calling them rappers, but they're all on the track like, you know, everybody's trying to be a fucking singer. If I would have known it was that easy that long ago, I would have fucking, you know, probably put it into effect a little earlier. But yeah, man, I would say, yeah, it's weird to say, but it is R. Kelly, and I think the whole way that I do my music, Drake had a big way of me seeing like this could work like that. You know what I mean? This could work like that.
Now let me ask you this: how do you feel? And I know we could take a whole fucking hour just talking about this.
Oh yeah,
about the R. Kelly situation.
Yeah. Man, I watched what is that documentary that they put out? It's like Surviving R. Kelly or something. Man, that dude's a piece of fucking shit, man. He's a piece of work, that motherfucker. But I ain't got nothing good to say about that. But I will say I still do listen to fucking R. Kelly. I ain't gonna fucking sit there and say, nah, you know, he's canceled. It is what it is, man. I love the Ignition remix. There's a song he's got, One of the Greatest. I love that fucking song. just Trapped in the Closet, like the original 12 fucking chapters of Trapped in the Closet. Like that was so fucking wildly entertaining to me for some reason. I watch those constantly. But yeah, I ain't gonna sit there and fucking speak up on anything or try to justify what the fuck he did. He's
You
a
can't
weirdo.
justify
Yeah,
it.
he's a weirdo, bro. He's a fucking weirdo. There's no other way to say it.
You know, here's the thing, and not to take away from your interview, but let me just say something about R. Kelly. I would understand if it was 1 or 2 people, maybe 3, stretching it 4.
Yeah.
But when you have that many,
Got a line. They're all in line, just waiting to come. Well, he did it to me too.
yeah, I mean, I think what was that? What's that lady's name? Is it Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh, yeah. Well, the lady thing, yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Jenner. Is that
Yeah, that's what I still get. You mean Bruce, right?
I think he's claiming that R. Kelly touched.
Oh, good God.
I don't know, bro.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past him. That man is weird. Like I said, I can't even speak up on none of that.
You think he'll get out?
No, I hope not. Because it seemed like even after that whole documentary thing came out where everybody was speaking about it, he was still doing the weirdo shit. He was still doing it. Like nothing was stopping him. So I mean, not to say that nobody. I'm sure prison sucks, but dude, like, look what you were doing. Like, you know, hey, just kick back, man. Just kick it. You be all right.
Well, you know, nobody's above the law, and
especially not on that end.
Yeah, especially if you got money, nobody's above the law.
Hell nah.
Look at OJ, same thing. Nobody's above the law.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
everybody gonna have their day. You do some dirty shit in the light, it's gonna come out.
So, around what age would you say that you started actually recording?
See what I used to do. It was funny because I was watching the interview that you did with Cujo, and it was very similar to what he did. He was like, "Man, nobody did this. I talked to everybody. You didn't talk to me. We did the same thing. You didn't even know it." But I had my brother was sitting there, and he would he was writing. He had a big old notebook, like one of those white folding binders, and it was full of paper. And he was sitting there with his headphones. I was like, "Man, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm writing." I was like, "Well, I see that. What are you writing?" He's like, "Listen to this." And he didn't even have an instrumental. He just had songs that he was literally writing over, and he'd show me his version. I'm like, "Man, that's cool." So I remember he played this instrumental. It was Drake, Forever. It may not mean nothing to y'all. One of Drake's songs, and he was like, he wrote a verse to it, and he was like, you know, because he was trying to do it too, and he was like, why don't you get on this one? I was like, "Man, I can't fucking rap." He's like, "Dude, just fucking try." He's like, "I didn't think I could do it either." "Well, you said my shit sounds good, right?" I mean, you got a point. So I sat there with my PSP in my headphones. I'm sitting there writing, and I just tapped him because we were sharing a room at the time. I was like, "I think I'm done." He's like, "All right, let's hear it." And I spit in my verse, and he was like, you know, dead silent for a second. He spit it again. I was like, "All right." So I spit it again. He's like, "Damn, bro, that shit was hard." I was like, "Thanks, man." I went to school the next day showing everybody, "Look, man, I can rap, guys." So I started doing that. Like it became a hobby. That's what I was doing all day in school. I'd sit there with one headphone in, you know, sneaking it in while you know, they're doing shit in class, sitting there writing lyrics. And I would put I had one of those flip phones, like I don't know, just the way that you would set it up, like put it right there on the table, put my PSP right there, and then I'd rap into it. And it, like Cujo said, over and over, because it's a voice memo, over and over until it sounds just right. And then I'd send it to everybody in my contact list. Just see who would get something, you know, who would just to get an opinion, you know, just to, "Hey, you guys, is this cool? Like, do you think this could do something?" I remember my uncle, he was like, "You know what? What do you need? What do you need to do something like this?" I was like, "I need a laptop, I need studio software, and I need a microphone." I was like, "That's it." He's like, "All right." So he sends me this you know, package of like different microphones, and he sent me some studio software, and he sent me like $300 for a laptop. He's like, "That's all I can do for you right now." He's like, "Make it work." So I bought this fucking laptop that was like this thick when you closed it. The thing was huge. When you opened it and turned it on, I had to put it at one end of the room and record at the other end of the room, just so you'd still hear it. You would still fucking hear it. It's ridiculous. Like, so that's where it started at, and then slowly but surely I just started, you know, progressing into making that was my big thing, because I didn't give a fuck. Before he even sent the microphones, I had the laptop and I was recording with you know, the game Rock Band, the video game Rock Band.
Yeah.
I used that microphone from that video game, plugged it into the fucking laptop, and I was recording with that. Like, man, it just sound hard. Like, this is dope. Like, this is the dope. Oh man, hey, go to school, show all my friends. Oh man, that's so cool. And then I posted on Facebook. "What do you guys think?" "Hey man, you gotta get your quality up, bro. Like, I don't know, I can't even really." "Man, fuck you being a hater." "Hey, what do you think?" "Hey man, you gotta get your quality up, dog. Like, this don't sound." man, whatever. Hey, man, you guys ain't stopping me, man. I was just, you know, no one can tell me anything. And I go back and listen. I can't even listen to my old shit. Like, it's all on SoundCloud. Right. Every single song the first song that I started just for fun to everything, I was putting everything on SoundCloud. Like, fuck it. I go back and listen to those when, you know, when me and my brother are having a good time and we sipping. Hey, bro, you want to hear something funny? It's the first song I ever recorded. Damn, bro, look at that's crazy, dog. Like, no, it is what it is. But fucking it, you know, it all started that way, man. And it just kept progressing and until we finally, you know, hit real studios, and then we were doing songs with people that I actually know now. I'm not just doing a song with my cousin. Like,
let's go ahead and press pause right there. We're gonna come right back.
Yeah,
and we're gonna pick it up right where we left off.
Let's do it, brother. Let's do it, man.
We ran out of time, so we gotta go to a commercial break. So once again, everybody, call somebody, text somebody, page somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Jokes is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Go get yourself a beer. Go smoke a fucking leño and come right back. 10 minutes, homie. Welcome to Roadium Radio, and I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. We started a GoFundMe page because we need you to help us meet our goal. And our goal is to release a Chicano rap documentary. And we need you to be a part of this. Everyone who contributes will have certain incentives offered to them. For an example, I'll name one. Your name will be on the credits of the film. Everyone who gives, everyone who contributes, their name will be on the credits. That's just one thing that we have to offer. But yet, if you read the description, you see other incentives for your contribution. If you've seen the Roadium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY, you will not be disappointed with this documentary, shining light on Chicano rap, the Chicano culture. It is something that can be used as an educational tool now and in the future. So once again, help us meet our goals so that we can start production. And remember this, we have a voice and we will be heard.
What it do is Mr. Little One chilling on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A and John motherfucking ELKINS, boy.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mr. Shadow. You're watching Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. You know what time it is.
Yeah, what up? This is Mr. Night Owl, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with the legendary Tony A the motherfucking Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? Nosotros somos Aqua y estamos aquí con Tony A the Wizard. You know Roadium Radio, damn it. You know what it is.
Yo, what up? This is Mellow Man Ace the Padrino, and you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. Keep it locked.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Arabian Prince from the world's most dangerous group, NWA. Sitting here with my boy Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Magic Girl, and you're now listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's up? This is Bozo, aka Emiliano. You tune into Roadium Radio on Tony Vision's YouTube channel. Let's get it.
What up? This is Mr. Soto. You guys are now in tune to Roadium Radio right here on Tony Vision on YouTube. Yep.
Check it out. This is MC Poncho on the MIC. Shout out to Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You already know.
What up? This is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Roadium Radio Show.
Big G, Roadium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. That's how we doing it over here.
Yo, what up? I'm out here. This Big Daddy Swoles. I'm jamming with my man, Tony A the Wizard, out here on Roadium Radio. The podcast is off the hook. Check us out.
This is DJ Clientele, and you are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yeah, this Baby Bounce here with Tony A the Wizard. You are now tuned in to the Roadium Radio. We do it for the people. You hear me?
Mic check. Ernie G from Proper Dos, and I'm listening to Tony A the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. And if you don't know, you should know.
What's up, everybody? This is Soren Baker. I'm the author of the book, The History of Gangster Rap, in stores now worldwide. And you're listening to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. Make sure to check it out. We talk about the Roadium Mixtapes. We're here. Soren Baker, Roadium Radio.
Y'all, this is Pretty Greg, and I'm chilling with Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Hey, this is Swifty Blue. I'm right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Stay tuned.
It's the KAS here live on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A the Wizard.
What up, y'all? This is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, and you're listening to the Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Grand Wizard, El Mago himself. Hey, Compton's in the house.
What's up? It's Cuete Yes God with my harbor out. I got homeboy Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Yes God.
Hey, what's up, gente? It's your homeboy Duende. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. Ya te la sabes, wey.
What up, what up? It's your boy Baldachi the Beast, F for Music, Face of LA. Right here at Roadium Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. Your boy Tony A the Wizard.
This is Kelvin Anderson, owner of the world famous VIP Records. And you listen to my man Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Yeah, what up? It's Lil Blackie, the Brown Super Baller, and you checking out Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Big Wicked, Real Ones Apparel, Orange County. I here with my boy Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Yo, make sure to peep it. Peace.
Que tranza raza, aquí su servidor, Sinful El Pecador, and you listening to Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard.
Check, what's up? It's your boy Capital I Man from the Mexican Crew. And you're tuning into Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. This motherfucker's a legend. Bah!
What's up, y'all? This is Christy Glove, and you're watching the Roadium Radio Show on Tony Vision on YouTube.
What's up? This is Mr. D on Roadium Radio, kicking back with the homeboy, Tony A.
Yo, this is Fancy the Boss. Tune in on YouTube at Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
What's up? This is Leah Farsayer, aka the Dragon, the Serpent, the Spear. I'm on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony the Wizard.
Hey man, Nick V and Eric V, the Baker Boys in the house, hanging out with Roadium Radio and the one and only Tony the Wizard.
Tony the Wizard, aka Kylo Ren, right here on YouTube, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Tony Vision, subscribe
Tony
now.
Vision, yeah.
Boys, big baby.
What's good with it? This is Old Creep, aka Jay Stompanato. I'm putting it down for Orange County on the Roadium Radio Show by West Coast legend DJ Tony A. We up and out this bitch.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Orier listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building, and you tuned into Roadium Radio with my man Tony A the Wizard.
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Real West Coast hip hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Scooter the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Blaxican and Negrito de los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, Raza, this is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. You know.
What up, it's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What up, everybody? This is Wicked Baby Doll, and I'm chilling with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This is Rebello the Dawn.
And this is Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist, big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you know, listening to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up, what's up? This is Esadaz, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Most MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's whoa.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A, John motherfucking ELKINS, and DG Media at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A, the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check, 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio, West Coast.
Yo, what's up? This is John motherfucking ELKINS, and you're tuning into Roadium Radio with my homeboy, DJ Tony A, the Wizard.
Welcome back to the Jack Off Hour. This is Tony A, the Wizard, with the podcast that slaps your across your fat ass with a fat ass dick. Other than that, you know what? We're not going to waste any fucking time. We're going to go ahead and jump butt naked right back into it. So, Jokes, how are you?
What's up, brother? I'm good, man. A little better than I got my smoke in. You know what I'm saying?
I see you having a good time, man. I like to see that.
Loving it, bro. Love it. Like I said, it's an absolute pleasure to be right here. I'm constantly on the other end of it watching, so to be right here, it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's beautiful.
Awesome. Okay, so now you said you used to play Guitar Hero. You were good at it.
Yeah. You got to cover the main things first. You know what I mean? I'm a beast at Guitar Hero.
Then you were recording into your PSP.
Yeah.
Then you were loading into your Facebook and then showing all your homies.
Yeah.
Okay, when you did that, other than the quality they were saying, what was the response of your skills?
See, that's the thing. Nobody's ever told me, like, you're whack. That was the main thing that I always got, was people told me, just get your quality up. So I knew I kind of had something, because I never got a bad response. Like now, you know, I could read through these comments right now, probably get 20 different bad responses. But it's a beautiful thing, because there's 20 different people watching. What the fuck? Oh, you know, Jokes is on there. Fuck Jokes. Like, hey, cool, hi, man. But before, like, I never really got anything bad when I'm showing family members, I'm showing my friends, like, you know, do something with it, do something. And like I said, my uncle was actually the first person to sit there and be like, what do you need to make it work? Right. So, you know, build my own studio and everything. He helped me just off of knowing that there's something there, you know what I mean? So I never really got too much heat. I think it would, not to say that it would have knocked me, because even when they told me, like, get your quality up, I'd be like, man, fuck you, you know what I mean? It sounds great. Right. But at the end, yeah, man, I don't think anybody ever really gave me anything bad about it. Just keep working on it.
Now, when you would play back and hear your voice, you know, when you actually heard your voice back, did you like what you heard?
See, you know what? I love that question, because when I used to do, it was funny, me and my cousin, when we were kids, little kids, like, I still have my squeaky voice before puberty hit and everything. I used to have this boom box, and you put the tape in, and it had a microphone, and you could record. So we used to do like a fake ass like radio show. Like, it was I think I was DJ G Money and he was DJ NM, and you're listening to the new school, old school music show, you know what I mean? And we just play, we put the CD on, record the song, and then I remember there was a game called Def Jam was it Def Jam Fight for New York, and there was like little voicemails from rappers that would when you're going through the game, like, they leave you voicemails on your phone. I would have like fake interviews with like rappers based off of the voicemails on the video game. So it was like, when I first heard my voice there, it was weird. Like, I don't sound like that. Like, I don't fucking sound like that. So, but when I started doing music, it wasn't too weird hearing my voice. You know what I mean? Like, I like I said, nobody could tell me shit. I was like, this is we gonna blow up. I'm to be the hottest thing by the time I'm 20 years old. I'm by $1 million. Nobody told me nothing, man. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird for me. Like, I I'm my own biggest fan and my own biggest critic, so it never sounded weird to me. It never just like, all right, okay, well, I got to work on this. I'll take constructive criticism. I don't like when you're hating, just man, that's just whack. What are you doing? Tell me what's whack about it. You know what I mean? Like, why is it whack?
Right, at least tell you.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't tell me, then you ain't even giving it a chance. But at the end of the day, yeah, like I said, I really didn't find it weird hearing my voice. I actually thought it was the coolest fucking thing. Like, yo, man, you hear that? That's me.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You know, as a DJ, whenever you would practice your scratch and you would record it.
Yeah.
And here's what I just tell people: I never told them it was me.
Okay.
I would always just play it. Now, my boy came over and dropped off that cassette. Tell me what you guys think.
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of my competition.
Okay.
And they would listen to it, honestly, and they would be
that's kind of like that.
They were like, dude, that dude's got some shit right there.
Yeah.
If I were you, I practice.
They didn't know it was you.
They didn't know it was fucking me. Because
that's right.
Once you say it's you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then yeah. I mean, it's all right, man. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's cool.
you know, it's okay. You're no R. Kelly. You know.
Shit. Yeah.
You know what I mean. So now, you know what? I want to ask you an interesting question.
Yeah.
I know that you were a part of Brownside at one point.
Yeah.
At what point, and did you ever meet Toker? And what was your first meeting with him like?
Well, it all okay. So I'll give you the long version of this, man. I was involved with my boy that I do music with now, Danny Boy. He's a manager out in the desert. He kind of just helps artists get off their feet. You know what I mean? He doesn't really ask for nothing in return. He's trying to help people elevate their music because he likes music. So he was taking me around, and you know he knew Mr. Capone, and so we went and sat down with Capone. And I seen what he was willing to offer for, for so many albums, so many year deal. I was like, man, this is bullshit. And then, I talked to a couple other different people within the Chicano rap basically every Chicano rap label that you can think of had something to offer for me. But it was just, I felt like, I knew my worth. So I'm not going to settle for, you can sign for, I'll give you the Instagram passwords to here and you can promote your stuff. The fuck is that going to do for me, man? Like, you can share me without giving me the password and just, call it a day. I don't need to sign to your fucking label for that. But anyways, I started, I was doing my own shit, just, operating through this whole music thing through the people that I knew. My homeboy, also Vicious, introduced me to this cat named Big Sanch. He's a part of he was originally a part of the Empire Riders, which was a part of Crime Family at one time, Mr. Criminal's label. And I did some work for his group, and then he ended up doing some solo stuff. He invited me over to his house. And, we were chilling, sipping, working on some music. And he was like, I stepped outside to smoke a cigarette. And he walks out there with me, and he's like, man, I know some people that are, pretty tied up well with Toker from Brownside. I was like, is that right? He's like, I'm just saying I can shoot some music over there, see what they think. I was like, I was already drinking. I was like, bro, fuck it, it couldn't hurt, dog. Fuck it, do it. Yeah, I appreciate you, dog. Good looking out.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I get a call from one of Toker's right hand, man. And he hit me up and he was like, let's meet me up over here and we'll have lunch. Sit down and talk about it. Like, all right. So, he took me to this nice little, little fucking $150 little tiny little steaks and shit. I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. This what I feel like a meeting to talk about, like, being a part of a label should feel like. So went over there, chopped it up with him. He showed nothing but love. And he was like, look, we're filming a video for our artist, Rich G. He's like, it's the Light It Up. What is it? Light It Up. It was featuring Toker. He's like, we're going to film it over there in Mexico. He's like, just come over. Well, I'll drive you over there. You can roll out with all of us. Spend some time over there. I'm introduce you to the homie. If you like the vibe, let's fucking make something happen, dog. I was like, all right, cool. So, I went over there on a limb. I usually go everywhere with my brother. And my brother was like, man, I'm working, dog. Like, I can't go. You got to go by yourself. I'm like, fuck. Room full of fucking cholos. Like, I don't know none of these guys, man. Like, you gonna put me in a room like that? But it ended up being the absolute best time, man. Like, I had a fucking blast. Right when I got there, the homeboy Lou, he's like, let's go across the street real quick, meet Tokes. I used to watch the Toker show all the time. I used to watch the Toker's lives. I used to love listening to him talk shit.
Right.
And takes me over there, introduces me to him. I was like, oh fuck, man, that's Toker. I said what's up to him real quick. And I kind of just thought he forgot about me because we were supposed to sit down, but they were filming we were getting everything ready for that specific video shoot that weekend. And I'm sitting there at the table while everybody's getting ready to start shooting. Toker walks through through the kitchen, and he's like, oh, and he looks back and he's like, oh shit, homie. He's like, fucking jokes. He's like, hey dog, I really like your song fucking Heaven, homie. That's my shit, dog. Hey, I had to put all this shit together, homie. I got put a bunch of dumb fucks in charge. Now I gotta take over. I gotta figure it the fuck out. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about it, homie. I really like what you do. Please excuse what's going on right now. We're gonna sit down and talk about it. I was like, shh. Hey, Tokes, it's a blessing to be here. The fact that you just said you love my song, shh. Hey, homie, it's good, dog. Don't trip. All right, homie. Hey, whatever you want, whatever you need, let me know. All right, cool. So I just sat back and had a good ass time. It was a weed smoking song, so there was fucking pound joints everywhere. This fool rolled a joint the size of a burrito. Like, we just had, that was a fucking blast, dog. It was one of the best times I ever had in my life. And anyway, so fucking, we ended up leaving. I didn't really get to sit down and talk to Tokes. And I kind of just, I tell you, there was just a bunch of people offering me shit. So I kind of just took a giant step back from everybody. That's including Brownside, everybody that had, I was just like, I need a break. You know, I need to figure it the fuck out. I need to see what's working best for me. And I didn't hit nobody back up. I wasn't calling nobody. I was just trying to get my shit together and figure it out. And so a couple months, probably about 2 months passed by, and they're going to do Rich G's album release party out there in Rosarito. And again, Toker's right hand, he hit me up. He was like, the fuck you doing? I was like, I don't know, man. I'm chilling. He's like, I was like, how you been? He's like, hey, man, got this show. You want to show up? I got a slot for you. I'm like, for real? Man, I don't know if I can make it this week. Hey, I'm just letting you know, we're still waiting for you, dog. I'm like, all right, fuck, man, all right. He's like, so, you know, I left it alone. I told him thank you. I was like, we'll be in touch. Anyway, so I wake up in the morning the next day, the following weekend on Monday, I wake up, walking home from the gym. I get a call from him, from Lou. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm not doing nothing. He's like, hold on. Passes the phone. Hey, homie, I heard you don't like making money. I was like, what? Come on, dog. I heard you don't like making money. Is this Tokes? Come on, dog. You over here doing songs with this motherfucker and this but you don't want to come and fuck with us at Tokes, homie. I feel offended, dog. What's going on? You don't want no money in your pocket? I was like, Tokes, you just got to understand, dog. Like, everything's fucking everywhere. I'll tell you what, dog. We got a fucking show in Las Vegas. I'm going to put you on that motherfucker. No charge. No nothing. Just show up. You're going to roll with the team. Again, go have a good time. I'm going to be watching. I can't make it. At the time, I didn't know his situation. So he's like, I can't make it, but I'm going to be watching you. If I like what I see, are you willing to be a part of what we're doing? I was like, hell yeah. All right, homie. I'm going to be watching. Hung up the phone, said nothing less. You know, packed up my shit. Hit up my brother like, hey, bro, we going to Vegas this weekend. Let's go. So we dipped out. Again, had a fucking blast. And I walked off the stage after my performance. I opened up the show, and I walk off the stage, and Lou's holding the phone like this, and he's showing me a message from Tokes, and it says, "Tell Lil Singing homie he's on." I was like, oh shit! So the whole rest of the trip was just like a celebration. We were just celebrating, like, yeah, you know, Joke's part of Brownside. He's part of Brownside now. Like, it was dope. So fucking that. It was the following like couple weeks later. It was Cinco de Mayo. He's like, come out. I'm gonna announce you. He used to do Toker shows Wednesdays and Saturdays. He's like, I'm gonna announce the fact that you're a part of Brownside on Wednesday, and we'll have you on the Toker show on Saturday. I was like, that sounds epic. Let's do it. So he announced it. I remember I fucking ran around my house. Oh, you guys heard that shit? Part of Brownside. Like, you know, I was fucking gassed, dog. And he told me, like, yeah. He's like, get your shit ready because you coming out here. We're gonna get to work. Went out there. Went with my brother. You know what I mean? Walked up, talked to the homie. Right when we got there, he ordered a big ass fucking pizza. What was those pizzas called, dog? The big ass pizzas. I forgot. Giant ass fucking pizzas, dog. And he's like, all right, that should keep you fed for the night. We're gonna work. I was like, Tokes, what the fuck? All right, I like it. I like the way you work. Let's do this. Right. So we're sitting there sipping, and he playing that. There's a song. I did one song under Brownside. It's called Boss Bitch. And it was because, you know, the homeboy Lou said, I want a song called Boss Bitch. He's like, I want something, you know, something that goes like that, Boss Bitch. Come up with some Boss Bitch. I was like, all right. So we're going through the beats. Yeah, and Tokes didn't believe in MP3 players. This man had like 5 stacks of like CDs. He had a boom box, like a CD player, and he had a bunch of CDs full of instrumentals. They were all instrumentals. Pick whichever one you want, homie. Going through them. So going through them. We skip over the Boss Bitch beat, and he's like, wait. Go back. And he plays it. I I'm like, all right. I remember it was me, Icon. It was me, Icon, Lou, my brother, and Tokes in the room, and then he was like, I think that's it, homie. He's like, and this is where people get it misconstrued. They're like, jokes. Like I hear your new music and and you know, even your older albums. Like that sounds something totally different than what you usually do. I said, here's why. Because Tokes asked me one specific question, and he asked me very specifically. He said, can you do something to this? Not, do you want to do something to this? He said, can you do something to this? If I said no, I'd be lying. Because we wrote that song. We wrote the hook. He came up with the melody. She's boss bitch. Boss bitch. I just remember him saying that. He's like, you do the rest, homie. I'm just laying the skeleton, dog. You fucking fill it out. All right. Came up with it. Wrote the hook. Ended up being on the Toker show the next day. We were sitting. He swore up and down he didn't want to show nobody no songs. But the second he hops on live, hey, homies, you got to hear this new song, homies. You got to hear this new song. Hey, Jokes, where you at, homie? Fuck, you just said you didn't want me talking about it online, and you over here talking about it online. Like, and that song means the absolute world to me, man. Like, in the short year and a half that I got to know Tokes, I can honestly say it was a blessing, man. And he showed me absolutely nothing but love and the utmost respect every time I was around that, man. It was a great time.
That's dope. I know you just came from somewhere, you said.
Yeah, actually on the way here, every time I do something big, man, I gotta go stop and let the big homie know still, you know what I mean? As much as, you know, I had to respectfully bow out and do my own thing aside from Brownside, it's only because he's not here. I had the utmost respect and the vision that me and him had together. I still go back and listen to the voice messages on Facebook, you know, like just the plans that we had. And, you know, we were going to take over, man. We were going to do a lot of shit. And just the fact that the homie's not here no more, you know, I just had to respectfully let him rest, as well as everything else that, you know, that we had planned. It's cool. Like, I had a whole album ready to go with him. Nobody will ever hear those records. You know what I mean? Nobody will, because that's just something that we had planned. And that's something that I hold special to me. But yeah, I had stopped by at the cemetery and had to tell homie that I was on my way to come talk to Tony A real quick. I was like, I give homie a shout out.
You know, I wanted to ask you, you just finished saying right now that you had songs that you did with him that nobody will ever hear. Do you still have those songs?
Yeah, I
really?
do.
Who owns that, if I may ask?
See, that's the thing. I never signed an actual deal with Tokes. It was just a mutual agreement of, I'm gonna get you this far, and once you're this far, that was his thing. He wanted everybody to do their thing. He's like, I just want a hand in it. When you're up there on stage with fucking, he used to bring up the most random rappers too. When you're up there with fucking Chingy, homie, I want to be like, I did that shit, homie. I helped homie get there. That's right. He's up there with Chingy now because I fucking helped him, dog. That's right. Like, he just wanted to be able to say, you know, I'm actually helping fucking Raza do something with their music instead of being the back burner or being the front man all the time. You know what I mean? Tokes had so many records, dog. So many records. Every time me and my brother stepped in the kitchen, hey, homies, you got to hear this real quick. We ain't going to put it on live. I'm going to go live right now. We're not going to put it. You got to hear this, though, homie. You got to hear it. Tokes could have released 20 just Toker records, but he did it. He had full belief in his team and everybody around it, including myself. You know what I mean? Like, I actually got to sit there and construct a song with him directing it, like the whole Boss Bitch song. There was a couple lines in the actual song that he altered. I remember it says flossing on you fools and not giving a fuck. But the original that was the original line. Like she's flossing on the bitches. He's like, cut. Nah, homie. She's flossing on the fools. She's flossing on the fools in the club. All the fools, homie. The bitches get mad because their fools is looking like, damn. Look at that bitch. Like, you know, we need that bitch. Like, but in the most respectful way, you know? So, fuck, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know how far that would go. And that's another reason why probably nobody will ever get to hear those. Because just respectfully, like, that was supposed to be done between me and him. You know what I mean? I don't know how far that would go if we actually did try to do something like that. But respectfully, like, I listen to those all the time. And I know that if he was here, these would have been the ones, you know what I mean? These would have been the ones.
You know, one thing that I take away from everybody that has come here and has talked about Toker, you know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
No one has had anything negative to say.
It's
you know, everybody.
You gotta be a hater. You got something bad to say about Toker, man.
Everybody talked positive, and it was always the same thing. He wanted to help.
He did.
Everyone.
He did.
See, because today, Here's the problem, I believe. And I say I believe. Okay?
Yeah.
Is wrong with Chicano rap. Is that everybody wants to be the face of Chicano rap.
Yeah.
All I want to do is that if I can help you,
Amen.
That's all I want to do.
See, and that's rare, Tony. That's rare. That's rare nowadays because everybody want to be the front man. Even people running labels, you know, they want to sit there and be the face of the label when they got a whole roster of artists that they're sitting there. Oh yeah, you're a part of my label. You're a part of my label. But you're still sitting there just pushing yourself. Like, I don't know. Tokes was the complete opposite of everybody else trying to run a fucking Chicano rap label. Right. You know what I mean? He put his... Because like I said, I've heard so many Toker songs to where like this, he could have did something with them and he could have put them out and just said, fuck you guys, I got this shit going, you know? But he never did that. He never did that. He just wanted to put everybody else up because he knew Raza got talent out here, man.
Yes, absolutely. And unless things change, then... this whole Chicano rap game will never climb up because everybody wants to be the fucking face.
Oh, that's facts.
You know, why don't we help somebody? If I help you and the door opens up and you're up there, guess what? All I would want from you is not money. Just help the next guy.
Amen.
That's it. Just help the next guy.
Straight up.
You know, the thing is that everybody's like...
pay it forward type shit.
Yeah, well, I want to be the headliner, homie. And if I'm not the headliner... I'm gonna share.
You know who I am, type shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share with you guys a story, and this was in 1991, late '91. We were touring. I produced High C's first album. Okay.
All right.
And we had a song on actually High C, Second to None, AMG, and DJ Quick.
All right.
All of our albums came out the same year.
Slight flex. Go ahead.
So we toured together, and I DJ for all of them as we toured.
Yeah.
Okay. We were with EPMD, Dawes FX, Gangstar, and I forgot the other group. But here was the thing: we were the only West Coast group with the East Coast cats.
Yeah.
Okay. And believe me, these East Coast cats always tell the promoters, "Let those guys open up."
No shit.
You know, like. They kind of kicked us to the curb.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will be honest with you, we were the only ones a part of that tour that had hit records on the radio.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
Had hit records. So you know what? Our manager, Greedy Greg, would say, just go up there and fuck it up.
That's right.
Don't worry about being the headliner.
Make it hard for it to follow up. Yeah.
Oh, dude, let me tell you something. We'd fuck up every show, and I'm not going to lie to you, half of that crowd would leave, bro.
That's right. I thought it was over. I thought they went to
half the crowd would leave because we came in to see you guys.
That's right.
They should have just allowed us to go to headline.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For me, I like to encourage people. Man, you know, if somebody says go on first and fuck it up.
Amen.
Go on first. Don't worry about trying to be the headliner or people got to see me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Your time will come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your time.
And I've learned that because I've even done shows where it's like it's a lineup of dope artists and then it's me. But I'm always the one starting it off. And it finally came down to the point, me and my brother were the only ones that, it's me and him that wrote to everything music-wise that I do. And it just came to the point where he just, that right before I go on stage, he'd be like, make it hard for the next man to follow, Make it hard. You ain't got to be the headliner. Make it hard to follow, though.
That's it. So listen, in these next couple of minutes, I want to talk about something, because I know you, we on Latin Beast, we were talking about earlier about you and Misfit.
Oh, yeah.
Did a song together. Can you share a little bit about that? It's one of the most viewed, if you will.
Yeah. First off, shout out to Latin Beast, man. You know what I mean? Latin Beast over there doing it right, helping motherfuckers get with, same color skin that I'm in, with same tattoos that I got on, represented in a proper light. But yeah, man, this was probably right a couple weeks before Toker passed away. Misfit hit me up. I actually went to the studio to do a song with Cujo. It was like a little love jam that he had ready to go, and he's like, "I want you on the hook." And then, after we were done recording that, Misfit was like, "And I got something for you." He's like, "I heard you on this when I made the beat." He's like, "I hear you on this," and it was the beat to what is now "Nothing Was the Same." And I remember he's like, "I'm gonna shoot this to you, have it back, and come back, in a couple days, and we'll record it." At the time I was fucking everywhere, you know what I mean? Like living wise, I was kind of everywhere. So it took a while for it to get back, and then finally I hit him back, and I was like, "Look, man, I know it took a little while, but I got my verse ready. If you're still willing to have me on that record, like that's just massive. I really like it." And he was like, "I never wait for nobody when it comes to verses. I'd rather just do it myself." He's like, "But I got you." He's like, "Let's do this shit." And Yeah, now I don't want to be wrong, but last time that I checked, it is the most viewed video on Latin Beast. It's Nothing Was the Same, Misfit Soto featuring Jokes, and I think it's up close to going on 6 million views.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. Salute to Misfit Soto too. We got a bunch of dope records together, man. That's my boy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was not too long ago. You were working with them. I don't know. When I say not too long ago, maybe within a couple of months ago.
Yeah. We always stay in contact. Honestly, I just got after this whole fucking Corona shit started going around. Me and my brother sat down. We're like, look, man, you need a studio at home. So he helped me invested into getting my own studio at home. And the first person I recorded a record, and the first person I was like, Misfit, my boy, let's do it again, dog. Let's do it again. And he's like, shoot it whenever you're ready. And honestly, I'm the way that I work, I still ain't shot him shit, but you know what I mean. We're gonna get it in, man. We're gonna get it in. That's my boy right there. I was on not his last album, but the album before it. I had 2 records on there. Don't Let Us Fall Apart, which actually has a video on Latin Beast too. And then there's a song with Baby Bounce, Tres, myself, and Misfit. I rocked the hook and I did a verse on there. But yeah, man, we make magic when we get together. I like it because he's kind of he can do the singing shit too. You know what I mean? I like that. I like that. We did a whole record where it's just singing. Like, that's dope.
Do you like singing better or rapping better?
I like rapping better, but it's crazy because nobody asked me to do that shit. You know what I mean? Nobody ever asked me like, "Hey, Jokes, hop on this verse, dog." They'll be like, "Hey, man, I got this hook for this love jam." You know what I mean? I think you fit perfect. Like, of course, who else is gonna do it? I got you, man.
That'll work.
But I really enjoy rapping, but at the same time, I feel like not everybody can rap, but not everybody can do the vocal thing when it comes to singing and shit. So I take pride in that. You know what I mean? I take pride in knowing that I can carry a little tune to where it sound all right. You know what I mean?
That'll work, man. That'll work. Now, let the fans know, in closing now, let the fans know what can they expect from you. I know they can't see you perform because of this whole COVID bullshit is going on.
Yeah.
But I know you got something coming out.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, this is my first independent. Well, not my first. It's my second. The first one we kind of did like as a run. I got a new single out right now that you can go purchase. That's available. It's called Insanity. It's featuring my boy Infinite TGM. Salute to my boy, man. I sent him that record. He had it back to me the same night, and he absolutely shined on that shit. I think he made me look bad, but that's just, I'm gonna leave that off there. Yeah. He's been through here, man. Salute to my boy Infinite. And then today I actually just put up a pre-order for my brand new record. It's more of like a female-oriented R&B type record. There's no rapping on it. I fully sing on it. It's just guitar. There's no drums. It's beautiful, man. I really wanted to do a song like this where it's just acoustic. I've been wanting to do it for the longest time, and it's finally here, and it'll be available Friday. But as of right now, you can go on Google Play, iTunes, wherever you buy music. You can pre-save it on Spotify. It's called Forever Than Ever, and the official name change. I'm gonna make this here too, because I know people gonna see it. It's Jokes Loves Life now. It's Jokes Loves Life. I was going. Jokes has just been my name. My name actually started from my dad. They used to call my dad Big Joker. And then he used to call me Little Joker because I'm Tony too. He was Tony, I was Little Tony, so he would call me Little Joker. And I carried that through most of my high school years. And then when I started doing music, I made Jokes stand for something. You know what I mean?
No.
So and even the love life part of it. I didn't get to have a final conversation with my dad before he passed away. But I remember the last conversation that I do remember having. He looked at my knuckles and he was like, "Mijo, what you got tattooed on your knuckles?" I was like, "It says California." He's like, "That wouldn't fit." I was like, "I know, I put a 4 right here, so it works." He's like, "Oh, did that hurt?" I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Honestly, it's probably the least painful tattoo that I got." He's like, "All right." The next time I saw him, he was in the hospital bed, but he had his knuckles tattooed and it said Love Life on him. So I know I had something to do with him getting his knuckles tattooed, and I just took it as his last message to me, so I spread it through everything that I do now. It's my name. It's like my brother said, it's my name, it's the brand, and it's the message. You know what I mean? Love Life.
Awesome.
But yes, Forever Than Ever. Forever Than Ever is available right now for pre-order. I hope everybody goes and gets that, man. Support the movement. We out here trying to make something crack with that. You know what I mean? I feel like this lane is very, very narrow with not a lot of people in it. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens, brother. Well, I wish you nothing but the best. And if there's anything I can help you in, please reach out, okay?
Thank you, brother.
I tell everybody that because I truly mean it.
I see it, man. I see it 100%.
I mean, and we're really into this 9 months.
And it's growing,
And
Tony.
it's grown, bro.
Man. It's a beautiful thing to see.
So I'm very thankful. Now, last question before we leave.
Yes.
Probably a goofy question.
No way.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
Shit. I was 14, 15. My cousin, man, he made a tattoo gun out of a CD player and like some fucking fencing string that he had. And he was like, I'm gonna leave it at your house. Don't do nothing stupid. That's the fucking wrong thing to tell me, because that's all I did. It was actually this little Orange County right here that I have on my hand. I did it myself, and it still looks like shit. I've tried to get it fixed a bunch of times, but yeah, I was about 14 or 15. And I did it my fucking self.
When was the last time you got a tattoo?
Last time I got a tattoo, I got my daughter's name right here on my neck, man. This is probably like 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks, probably about a month ago. Yeah, it was the last one I got. I've never gotten I was like, that's why it's small, because I was super sketched out. Like, that's the throat, man. That shit gonna hurt like a motherfucker. But then Shady Boy over here with like tattoos everywhere probably made me look like a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool, man. Hey, I was just sketchy, I was sketchy, dog. It was sketchy. This is the throat right there, homie.
All good. At this time, any shout out you want to give, bro?
Yes, of course. I want to shout out all my kids, man. Mia, Isaiah, Amaya. I love you guys. You are the pinnacle of what I do it for. Shout out to my boy Ashton Kutcher. I know he was in your DMs a lot trying to get me on the show. Shout out to Little One, though, Mr. Little One, for putting that word in for me, man. It's a blessing. Shout out to my mom, my dad. Shout out to my brother Danny. Shout out to my baby. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday again. And shout out to you, man. Shout out to the whole Roadium Radio, because like I said, I was a fan before any of this, and It's a beautiful thing to see. And shout out to Killwoods, because we going to Killwoods right after this. We going to get blazed down, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do
good.
Something.
And so what was Ashton Kutcher, right?
Ashton Kutcher, yeah. He has the coolest fucking Instagram name I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, homie, shout out to you. All good. All right, check us out. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we're going to bring our next guest in, so hope you hang around.
Oh, yeah, I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it. That's my boy right there.
Okay, everybody, special announcement. Shady Boy is in the motherfucking building.
Yeah,
so make sure you call somebody, text somebody, break a bottle over somebody's fucking head, and let them know that Shady Boy is in the fucking building. We'll be back. Slap your lady across her fat ass and let her know Shady Boy's in the building.
Love life, y'all.
Yo, what's up? It's Bella. I'm here on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going down, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Roadium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Roadium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Roadium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's hood good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel, and I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Mayito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from BOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Just don't miss out, man. That shit be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up, what up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio, YouTube. You guys check it out. Subscribe. Spank it easy.
You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Roadium Radio.
Tear shit up. AOT, you got a level? B, hit record, man. Get busy with Easy and Tony A on the 12 technique, see? There's a little something about a nigga like me. They never should have been trying to take from the stage. Yo, this is your main man,
heard about this young kid from the Harbor area named Tony A. And he was a DJ, Holmes, and he was going in with the big stars, you know what I'm saying? And he was like one of us going in and infiltrating inside of all these MCs, you know what I'm saying?
A Roadium mixtape is just mixed of different types of music, no matter what genre it is. And like I said, it's like making your own musical movie.
When La Raza came out, man, even the amount of sales of the single of La Raza that got moved out of the Roadium was crazy, bro. And that song just got played and was played in all the stands over there. And I was blessed to go back one time even to see it, and I want to say in 91 or 92.
Although they were not black, they were Oriental, Asian, whatever you want to call them, they were cool. And they embraced everybody, blacks, Latinos, whoever came to the swap meet to want to buy music, they were record people.
Hey, Tony, drop that. What, bass?
I bet.
My name is The Croft, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet high C. Tony A. the Wizard, just as cool as a blizzard. Picking out a tongue, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Ooh, so sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanley's ass crop coming straight from the Roadium.
You are now about to witness
Tony A. Get funky. Tell them where you from. You don't think how I'm living, well, fuck you.
Moon on a Saturday night in LA. Yo, feeling kind of funky.
Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Where my tools are like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Disruptions is horrible, nourish not justified. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby. Ice Cube getting dumb at the Roadium with the funky drum, and you know my man Steve can get some. With a fool like Tony A when he plays stupid dope shit by WA. You wanna spray? Dumb motherfuckers, no doubt. And sucker DJ, get the fuck out. Tony A.
What did you say your name was? What did you say?
Tony A.
I have won 1 million battles.
Lights, cameras, action, sound. Give me that mic, I'm about to go down.
Thinking of a master plan.
This story's funny. I met this girl and she had money.
Yo, right about now, Dr. Dre is in effect. Cold tearing shit up with my man Steve at the Roadium swap meet. And we here to lay it on the line. To all them sucker niggas out there claiming our tapes and shit, we just got one thing to say.
Never get you doing your ass is mine. Never get you doing your ass is mine. Never get you doing your ass is mine.
Yeah! Now my name is Dr. Dre. Now my name is Dr. Dre. Now my name is Dr. Dre. Went to a party in West LA. Wanna learn a new dance, that's what you say. Well, here's a new dance that can't be matched. So just step to the floor and do the cabin. Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come. Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, the podcast that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat ass dick. So once again, I hope everybody went and got your drinks because my special guest is in the building. But before I introduce him, let me go ahead and say a little something. The Chicano rap documentary, we've already met our donation budget or donation goal, but people have continuously asked us, can you still give? Absolutely, and you still get your incentives. If you give anything over $50, you will get your name on the documentary itself. And like I said, you can still give. Even though we met our goal, we would greatly appreciate every little thing that everyone gives us. I don't care if it's $2, $3, you know what, you still gave. And if you buy us out, the High C album, all of our mixtapes, all of that is going towards this documentary that we're going to start filming at least the B-roll footage by mid-July in a couple of weeks. Other than that, you know what? Let me go ahead and introduce my special guest. You know what? This man is absolutely no introduction. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce Shady Boy.
What's good? What's good?
In the motherfucking building. How you, my brother?
I'm doing well, dog.
All good, man. Listen. We're going to get into a bunch of shit, a bunch of dope shit that people have been dying to hear from you. But let me say something about you that I've heard through social media. Since I posted up your flyers, everyone has had nothing but positive things to say about you, which is, I think it's a very awesome thing. Yeah, he's dope, he's diverse, he's a lyricist, he's awesome. You got the right guy, all of that dope shit, man. So,
and I definitely appreciate that, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do, dog. Because I'm just average hood ass motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? But it's rewarding, dog. Like, to me, at least, you know what I mean? Because anybody that knows me, dog, that really knows me, know I don't give a fuck about the money. I don't give a fuck about the fame. None of that shit, dog. You know? I have other means of making money, dog. I never put a price on my music, dog. Because to me that would be selling out to myself, dog. I would never sell nobody out, let alone myself, homie. You know what I mean? And it's, and I know that there's people that came up after me, before me, dog. You know that made it somewhere way farther than me, dog. You know, and the way I've always thought about it was that we all shine according to our own clock, dog. You know what I mean? What, just because something happened early on in life to you that maybe, you know what I mean, that you worked for it and it happened early on. There's motherfuckers that work for this shit all their lives, dog, and they barely reap the benefits. You know what I mean? It just wasn't my time, dog. It still isn't my time, dog. And if it's God's will, then it will be my time. You know what I mean? But I don't really think about that. This is my pain, dog. You know what I mean? This is my music. Anybody could rap about that gangster shit, dog. Anybody could lie on a beat. You know what I mean? Straight up. Anybody could lie on a beat, dog. Like we are who like people's perception of us is what we give to them, dog. It's what we show them. You know what I mean? Some people are very good at playing the part, dog. You know what I mean? And me, I'm not the baddest motherfucker. I'm a little ass motherfucker. I'm 5'4", dog. You know what I mean? But I am who I am, dog. I ain't the baddest motherfucker. I ain't a bitch, dog. But I know who I am, dog. I don't need to fucking put that on a beat.
Right.
If a motherfucker, you know what I mean? I hear all the time rappers, they're this and that and this and that. Like, what are you trying to compensate for, dog? You know what I mean? I feel like that you're overcompensating for something, homie. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm glad I never was that, dog. I never felt the need to go down that road. Maybe in the beginning, honestly, yeah. If I'm being quite honest, in the very beginning when I first started making music, I was like 18 years old, dog. I made music about what I thought I was supposed to make music about, dog. You know what I mean? And what was trending, dog, like as far as like Chicano rap was fucking ese vato, homie, this is that, you know? I don't talk like that, my boy. I honestly, and I never had. That wasn't my generation, homie. You know what I mean? But at that time, that's what I thought I was supposed to be, you know, and then I went to prison, and when I went to prison is where I really found myself. You know what I mean? I didn't do music no more because I didn't want to be treated like a rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a factor, homie. You know what I mean? I'm right here. I'm a factor just like you, dog. So all that music shit I put to the side. For 4 years I was in prison, dog, and I never wrote one song. So when I first got out, I came out with my very first album, dog. I was in the music game professionally, I would say. Since 2006, I was in the music game for 7 years before I released my very first album. I was on everybody's shit. You know what I mean? I was on everybody's shit. And like me, the homie AI, and my boy Vicious, dog, we were having a conversation earlier about how the music game is fucking grimy, homie. The music game is grimy, dog, and I was naive when I came into this shit, dog. So I went in, hey, you need a feature, you know what I mean? I was happy to be on that track, dog, just because I was happy to be in this position, homie, you know what I mean? I never seen that shit, dog, you know? I never seen that shit coming. I didn't think I had it, you know what I mean? To be in a position where motherfuckers, you go to the beach has a gang of motherfuckers, and a motherfucker comes up to you. Hey, what's up, man? I like your music. Like, damn fool, you know what I mean? The girl I'm with, you know what I mean? Like that shit made me look like a fucking, you know what I mean? It made me look like I'm fucking Mac, dog, like a star, homie, you know what I mean?
Dope,
and that shit was a bomb ass feeling. But I never thought I would see that shit.
Right,
you know what I mean? And it's a blessing though, and it's people like that, dog, that are my loyal fans, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause I've been on some ups and downs. I've been on a fucking roller coaster, dog. You know what I mean? And through life and my music is everything that I've been through, dog. It's like my roadmaps, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, go ahead, my boy.
Look, dispenser, bro.
Don't shit.
You said something that I wanted to bring up because you brought it up to me when we had our phone conversation. You said this, Tony, I don't do this for the money. I'm just getting shit off of my chest.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm writing what I went through or what I'm feeling, you know, and I could really appreciate that, man. I mean, there were some dudes that were commenting on the flyers, the Mexican Tupac. That's what they were saying, you know. Whether you see yourself like that or not, I know you're a humble enough cat that you don't see yourself, but that's what your fans were saying about you.
Hey, you know what? And I see that, and I've heard that a few times lately, and like you said, I'm humbled by that shit, you know, because I grew up, that's who I listened to, you know, from my foster brothers bumping that, from my older foster brothers that were gang members, though, you know.
Yeah.
In and out of jail, you know, my foster brother Moses, Boo Boo from Puente Trece, you know, Moses de la Cruz, that fool was in YA. I remember I would see him once in a while, you know, when he would get out and he would go right back. It's like he came home and he said, what's up to us? And then bam, he went home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was listening to Pac, you know, and fucking that was when NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all that shit was popping, dog, you know. I remember at that time, it was at that time when I very first started listening to Tupac. Yeah. I remember when he died, dog. I remember when he died, I cried, you know.
That shit was hard.
I was a kid when he died. He died in 96. September 16, 1996, dog.
Yeah.
Tupac, that was like my favorite, not even my favorite rapper. It's like I knew him. It's like I knew him because I was a little kid, but I felt that shit.
Yeah.
When he said, you know, in my room, crying because I didn't want to be a birdie. You know what I mean? I felt that shit.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's probably why you hear that shit in my music. It's probably some similarities, but I don't think anybody could ever be Pac. He was a great man. He had a great mind. You know what I mean? His mom was a Panther. You know what I mean? He grew up in all that shit. Imagine what those conversations at home were like, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he was just a natural revolutionary, dog.
Yeah.
And I admire the man, dog. You know what I mean?
Awesome. If I were to twist your arm and ask you, if you have one, what is your favorite Tupac song, if you have one?
Unconditional Love.
Unconditional Love. Now, elaborate why.
Like I said, that's the song. You know, I just mentioned that right now. He said, I'm in my room crying because I didn't want to be a burden, you know? Like, yeah. I grew up in the system. I got took away when I was 2 years old, and I emancipated when I was 18 years old. So I was in the system for 16 years.
Yeah.
And I felt like that, you know? People made me feel like that, you know, and it's crazy. It's the first time I ever seen this shit, and it's crazy to say that into adulthood, I still feel that shit, you know. So I guess like I could say I alienated myself from a lot of people, you know, and I don't get close to nobody. I don't let nobody get close to me, you know? And I probably fucked off a lot of relationships with people that were like good people to me, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's crazy, dog. So you hear that shit, dog. This music, though, that's my outlet. That's the only way I know how to get that shit off my chest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I know your producer's here, AI is here.
Yeah.
And when I had interviewed him, you know, he talked very, very highly of you, you know.
That's right.
And no, he spoke very, very highly of you. He was like, you need to get him on. You need to get him on here. Called him up. Let's get him on here. And you're here. So I want to say, first of all, that I'm thankful and grateful that you give me the opportunity, because he said you don't do stuff like this too often.
Nah, I don't.
You know,
I don't like this. like this light, you know, like or as far as being in front of the camera, dog, like it's a little ass lens, homie, but there's thousands of people watching, dog.
Yeah.
You know, and that shit, I get nervous, dog, because I'm not that guy, dog. You know what I mean? But I am grateful to be right here, though, dog, with you, dog. And I appreciate, like I said, dog, I appreciate you even taking the time to listen to what the fuck I gotta say, dog, and appreciate. To me, I feel like it's good music, dog, because it's honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not glorified for a motherfucker to show his emotions, dog. Where I come from, dog. You know what I mean? But I know that we all been through it, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that. Damn, that shit's pissing me off a little bit. But look, like as far as people, like when I grew up around kids that were just like me. That we came from broken homes. And like motherfuckers act like when they say like you went down the wrong path. What the fuck makes you think that I seen two paths though? You know what I mean? I went down the only path that I seen. And I am how I am. And we are how we are. You know what I mean? And there's a method to our madness, dog. As far as the streets go, you know? There's a method to our madness. It's honest. It's fucked up, but it's honest. You know what I mean? You take one of my homies, I'm gonna take two of yours, dog. It's fucked up, yeah, but it's honest. You know what I mean? And my music is honest, homie. And I take pride in that, dog.
Awesome. You know what? Well, I was referring to your music being awesome because you send me about 8 tracks that we're going to get into, okay? And I listened to all of them because you hit me up. You go, did you listen to the songs that I sent you?
Yeah, I was on your ass.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. And
hey, because you know what though? Because if we're gonna talk, I don't want to talk like I'm a rapper, dog.
Right.
I want you to know me, dog. You know what I mean? I want you to know like here's 8 songs that I wrote. Those are my deepest, darkest fucking thoughts right there, dog. You know, and I wanted to share that with you because I want you to talk to me like that, dog. You know, I want you to understand a little bit, dog. Like I'm not a rapper, dog. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, dog. I'm from EMF, dog. You know what I mean? Like I'm a hood motherfucker, dog. And I love my neighborhood. You know what I mean? To the fullest, dog. From one thing, homie. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this music, dog, this is another side of me, dog. That you won't get talking to me in person, dog, because I don't talk about. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not like that, dog. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be fucking crying. You know what I mean? This is life, homie. It is what the fuck it is, dog. You know what I mean? And the sun's gonna come back tomorrow, dog. You know what I mean? So I keep it pushing, dog. But my deepest, darkest thoughts, dog, that I would never get out no other way, I put it in my music, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't promote my music, dog. I don't promote my music because how, like I told you, dog, how the fuck am I supposed to promote my pain, dog? The shit that fucks with me, fool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How am I gonna try and fucking promote, hey, this is, you know what I mean? Hell nah, dog.
Of course. You're not glorifying it, you're just letting it out. And obviously people can identify with it because there's a lot of other people out there just like you, feeling what you're going through, and there's other people that may not ever know what you went through but are a fan of your music, you know, period. Because that's one thing. Again, if I received on one post, let's just say hypothetically 130 comments, not one was negative. And to be quite honest with you, there's only probably 2 other guys that have come here. This is our 72nd show. There's only 2 other guys that probably come here and got no negative comments. Everything was just straight respect, you know. So, and that's a good thing because I think people that have known you or seen you or heard your music know that you're just being real. It's coming from the heart, you know. So
it's just genuine. It's just honesty, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you can't be real with yourself, then who the fuck you gonna be fucking real with, dog? You know what I mean?
Right.
If you can't be true to yourself, who you gonna be true to, dog?
Right.
And that's just the way I see it, dog. You know what I mean? And I do this shit like this is like the other side of me, dog. This is the side of me this is the part that I hide from even myself. I run from my own problems, dog. You know, I drink those shits away, dog. But this is when the alcohol wears off. You know what I mean?
Right.
When the drugs wear off, dog, and I'm coming down like a motherfucker, dog, and it's like you keep getting high, you get drunk as fuck, dog, and it feels good, it's cool, you know what I mean? You don't think about that shit, but what about when that shit's gone, dog? You know what I mean? And it all fucking hits you at the same time. That's what the fuck my music is,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're explaining, because I would definitely like the people to know where you're coming from with your music. People that are not your fans yet, or people that have never heard your music. So by the time they do listen to your music, they'll know and understand because they're paying attention to what you're saying right now. Now I want to ask you a question because I've been selling records since I've been 11 years old, so I've been around music for a long time. And me being 52 years old right now, when I get to interview people, to me, it's like, it's really fucking dope because I get to learn from people that I interview. Like I'm learning from you, okay? At what point would you say, or who would you say, if anybody motivated you, inspired you? I know you mentioned Pac, to do what you do right now as far as rap is concerned.
Yeah, Mr. Criminal for sure.
Okay.
Mr. Criminal, dog. I actually met Mr. Criminal when I wasn't even 18 years old yet. I was still in placement when I met Mr. Criminal, and it was like I seen homie. You know, that's when High Power was at the top of their game, dog. You know,
Yeah.
and Mr. Criminal was about to come out with not Rider music, with Sounds of Crime, dog. And I remember he showed me the album cover, and the dude had misspelled something on the album cover, dog. It was before the album cover even was official. The Sounds of Crime, when he's like this, you know what I mean? And fucking, and just to see that fool's fucking work ethic, dog, and his grind, homie. I've always respected that, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I probably have a different view on things than other people, dog, because like, I've had this conversation before, dog. It's probably gonna get weird, dog. But like prostitution, I don't know, homie. Like I'm from the gutter, dog. So the way I see it, dog, it's a man's world, but pussy makes the world go round, dog. And a woman who's an escort or whatever, dog, like they have the right concept, homie. They have the right concept, dog. If we do it, we're pimps, dog. If they do it, they're hoes. You know what I mean? It's a double standard, dog. But the women who don't give a fuck about that, dog, hey, you know what? Hey, they're doing it for free anyway, dog, and they make that money, dog. I respect the hustle, homie. You know what I mean? And I respected that fool's hustle. I respected the grind, dog. I've always respected that shit, dog. That as long as the outcome is income, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? But it's actually, it's like motivation, dog. Motivation is to still do what the fuck you said that you were gonna do when the mood passed already, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I respect a motherfucker that does that, dog, rather than a motherfucker that just sits on his ass and waits for motherfucking, you know what I mean? For money to fall in his hand, dog.
Yeah.
I respect that shit, dog, you know? And early on, dog, when I first met Criminal, I seen that in him, that grind, dog. You know what I mean? And he wanted it, you know what I mean? And he got his own studio and shit, dog, and he mastered his voice. You know what I mean? Invested in himself, and look where he's at now, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to the homie, dog. But I wasn't even trying to name drop, dog. You know what I mean? But that's the person though. Seeing that shit as a young kid and admiring that shit. I wanted to do that, and honestly, I didn't though, dog. You know what I mean? Because it's like there's two different worlds, dog. And Chicano rap and music and rappers, you know, that a lot of them give us a bad name, dog. So I didn't want to be associated as a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wanted to be respected as a man, dog, and as a gang member, homie. You know what I mean? I'm not just that rapper, dog. You know what I mean? So I've always shied away from that, but it's because a lot of motherfuckers gave us a bad name, dog.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's true. And I'm glad you mentioned, hustle, that you respected his hustle, because that's one thing that I always share with people, because I had an opportunity to actually meet Dr. Dre in the late 80s. And when I would go to his house where he was staying at the time, I would never see the guy just watching TV, drinking a 40. He was always on the phone, on the turntables, working on a mixtape, working on a song, working with stuff. He was always doing something. Mm-hmm. And that's possibly where he's at right now, because he's always hustled. Yeah. I respect people like that. Whenever people text me and ask me, what are you doing today? How's your day? Productive. I one thing that we can never do, okay, because we can never get it back, is waste time. Okay, we can never waste time. You will never get that back. I talk to people all the time. How you been, man? Well, I'm just trying to waste time, and hopefully these days go by fast because I'm waiting for coronavirus to be over.
But see, you're just waiting though, dog.
Just waiting.
You're waiting, and anything could happen, dog. It's a crazy world, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes everything comes full circle. You do something bad happens to you, dog. But sometimes you don't. It ain't like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
right.
could live so a certain way, dog. You know what I mean? And be A1 and fucking, you know, and be a square, and then fucking step off the curb and fucking die, dog. Get hit by a car or some shit, dog. That's just the way the world is, dog. You don't know when tomorrow's gonna come, homie. And I respect the motherfucker that goes out and gets it, dog.
Yeah, because
You know
tomorrow
what I mean?
is not promised.
And especially a motherfucker that invests in himself, dog.
Yes.
Because that's the best investment you can make, dog.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like even if it's time, like you said, dog, time is precious. Time you can never get back, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even even motherfuckers that go to prison, dog. I went to prison, and when I went to prison, I was in prison for 4 years, and I don't feel like I took an L, dog. I don't feel like I lost that time, dog, because I used that time to be better at something, dog. You know what I mean? Even if it was being a criminal, dog. The way I grew up, you know, like I was always told, it doesn't matter what the fuck you want to be, what the fuck you are, dog. You be the best at it. You know what I mean? You want to be the motherfucker fucking flipping his fucking skateboard? You be fucking Tony Hawk, homie. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna be a gang member, then you know I don't encourage that. But that's the road you want to go down. You know, then you be the best, dog. You be the best fucking criminal, dog. You know what I mean? Try to outsmart the cops, dog. That's like I'm blessed to say, homie. Knock on wood, dog. I'm blessed to say I've been on the run almost a year now, dog. And I always think ahead. You know what I mean? The conversation, you know, like, about this flyer, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to say that I was going to be in the building. I wanted it to say that it was pre-recorded or something, you know? But that's just my mentality, though. But I know that this is not, you know? Right. That's just me being paranoid. All good, but you know what, though? That was going to prison, dog. And like I said, I was a kid when I went to prison.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who I was as a person yet. I was still trying to find myself. You know what I mean? When I was doing music in the beginning, I was still trying to find myself. I didn't know who I was yet. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. You know what I mean? I was still trying to be what I felt other people wanted me to be. You know what I mean? Or what they expected. And then when I went to prison, it's like I put all that shit to the side, and I was fortunate enough to have good homies that had been down for a while, you know. And I was fortunate enough to because before I never had that understanding, so I don't know where it came. It's like a light bulb turned on, you know. And I was I'm thankful for that. Okay. Because I learned a lot of things from good people, dog. That were not. It wasn't just go do this holiday, dog. You know what I mean? Or this fool's fucking. I have a heroin problem. This kid comes in, and this motherfucker has his mom taking care of him, going to the store fat as fuck. Hey, my boy, you ever tried heroin? The first one's always free, dog. You know what I mean? I never had that mentality, dog. Right. You know what I mean? And there's some scandalous ass shit, dog, that goes down there. Just in, like I said, in music and gang banging, homie. Right. You know what I mean? There's crooks, dog, just like there is in life, dog. There's crooks, dog. And I'm just thankful, dog, that the people that I chose to listen to weren't crooks, dog. Like as far as that scandalous, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
At what point? When you began to write, how soon after that would you say you started actually recording?
Well, when I was a kid, I remember being in elementary school. I was going to New Lexington, and I remember being introduced to poetry, and I don't know, like, it just felt right, you know, like the way somebody could. It's like art, dog. Like. It to make those words rhyme with each other, you know, and make sense and basically to speak like I'm speaking to you right now, but to be able to rhyme, like freestyle. I can't freestyle for shit, and I envy that shit, dog, because I wish I could, homie. But those thoughts, that shit comes to my mind, but it takes a little longer, though, you know what I mean? Right. But I don't know. It was just the art of rhyme, dog, that always spoke to me, you know. And as a kid, you know, like, you know, certain things took place, you know, and you don't feel like you can really talk to nobody, right? You know, or you're scared or whatever. So that was my way. It's always been my way of venting. When I first got introduced to poetry, that's how I used to get my feelings out, dog. Like since I was a kid, you know. But I never took it seriously. And I was in Leroy's Boys Home in Laverne, dog, the Leroy Haynes Center. I went to placement. I got kicked out of fucking middle school, and I went to a continuation school for basically for junior high. It was called Twin Cities in the city of Monte, and I went right there, you know, and then I fucking got arrested when I was there, and then they sent me to a fucking placement, a boys' home in Laverne, and they had a music program right there, and only the blacks used to go. And so I got tired of being in my cottage all the time, you know, and so me and a couple of homies, like probably 3 or 4 fucking Mexicans, you know what I mean? We go over there, and I really dug that shit, dog, and those who stopped coming, you know, and I was the only one that stood right there, but I never participated in none of that shit. And then the instructor Jace came up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, like I heard you do poetry and shit, man. I heard you pretty good. Like, can I read something to the beat?" Man, I got an ear just like you, dog. That shit sounded whack as fuck, fool. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I was like, man, I felt stupid as fuck. Like, come on, dog. Like, I felt played, fool. Like, come on, dog. You know this shit don't sound good, homie. You know, but he seen something though, or he heard something, and he was like, man, your lyrics are dope, man. Like, that shit is dope, man. I can help put it to a beat, and he taught me how to be on beat. He taught me how to stay in the pocket. He fucking said, "Hey, don't say it like dun dun dun. You say it like dun dun dun. You know, like you say that shit with fucking huevos, dog, with balls, homie. You know what I mean? And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that time, dog. Everything happens for a reason, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as long as you use that shit to your advantage, no matter what you go through, whether it's good or bad, dog, you'll never take an L, homie. Because if I fucked up or I failed, dog, if I took a lesson from it, then I can't say that I took an L, my boy. I took a W, homie. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you fail and you do the same shit over and over and over, dog, you're always going to take an L, dog. Yeah. You got to take a W, my boy. You got to fucking learn from that shit. You know what I mean? It's a life lesson, dog. Even people are life lessons. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody that's on your journey, they came on your journey because they were meant to be there. Nothing happens by accident, but not everybody's meant to stay to the end, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the only way you don't take an L, dog, is if you take a lesson from that shit. Yeah. Straight up.
All good, man. All good. But bro, I'm loving the story you're fucking sharing, bro. And I know the people out there watching are loving it as well. If I could just ask you a quick question, who or when was it the first time that you actually rapped on somebody's song, or was it your first song?
The first song I rapped on, like I said, in that placement, he brought a mixer and everything like that, you know, and it was only like fucking 4 or 6 tracks, dog, but it was a little mixer, and that was my first experience recording, dog. But as far as the first person, like, who was like in music, you know, it had to be Locote. Okay. Locote from Cuatro. I don't know if he's from LA Cuatro or IE Cuatro. I don't know, homie. That's debatable, dog, but I don't give a fuck about none of that. But anyways, that motherfucker, I jumped on his shit when I was a fucking kid, dog. It was me and my homeboy fucking crazy when my homeboy Lil Chico. They changed his name to Lil Chico, you know? But me and him jumped on that song, fucking Demonic Playground.
Demonic Playground.
Yeah, and that was my very first time in the studio, man. And you know what I mean? Out of that whole day, I'm glad my homeboy was right there with me, though. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I take from that day, though.
Straight up. When you lay down your verses, okay, and you play it back and you hear it, did you like what you heard?
Hell no. Nah. Hey, when I heard that shit, I was like, damn, that's how the fuck I sound, fool. Like, damn, that's out. That's out, my boy.
Oh, good, my brother. Listen.
I didn't know I had a speech impediment until I heard myself, dog.
No shit.
Straight up, dog.
No shit.
I was listening to that shit like, hell no, fuck, I redo that shit, dog.
All good, brother. Listen, we're going to go ahead and press pause like a cassette player right there. Yeah. And we're going to come right back. We're going to get you another beer. We're going to chop it up. We're going to go over some songs. And we got a lot more shit we want to talk about.
For sure.
So, all right, everybody. Once again, you know what? I'm speechless. I just love everything that he's sharing. But I'll tell you what. Go get yourself some fucking popcorn, okay? Go get yourself a couple of more beers. Slap your lady in the ass and let her know that Shady Boy's in the motherfucking building. So once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, and we'll be back. Call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Roadium Radio.
This is your Theo on Roadium Radio. The panties are popping and it's non-stopping. Tony A. the Wizard.
mixtape to me was something that was made just for the Roadium. You wouldn't hear it anywhere else. And they would do raps on those tapes that were nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And they were truly the first mixtapes that we ever heard, you know? And they would shout the Roadium out, and you could kind of tell it was like someone's garage, maybe. The little echo, you know what I mean? It wasn't completely perfect and polished yet, but that was the beauty of it, that it was so raw that we could feel that shit. And I would just play them shits and draw. That was my inspiration, my motivation to draw. So I always had to have some type of music, you know? If it wasn't the Dynamic Superiors or the Temprees or some funk playing, it was, you know, second to none. It was quick. It was the Penthouse Players, you know, High C. And Tony G was at that time was like a god too. You know what I'm saying? He was out there DJing Latin freestyle parties, and all the girls had their hairspray like a lion and shit, and hickeys on their neck, and man, pushing strollers, and we'd be like, ooh, look at, you know, these parties at La Casa and shit, you know what I'm saying, in downtown, and mini trucks and beds were folded in the air like transformers and shit in the boulevard, coming up and changing and flipping, and subwoofers beating before the person even hit the corner. You get goosebumps, like, damn. And Elko would bend the corner on Dayton's, and you were like, ooh, that fool's strapped right there. That fool gotta be strapped. Motherfucker had candy ribbons, little Willie ribbons from Compton on the side of his shit. Jerry curl dripping all over his shit. Bent over to the side, bumping that fucking Roadium shit. And he had a tape that only came from right there. And if you didn't know about that place, or you didn't live in that area, you didn't have that shit. So that's kind of one up that the Harbor area had on a lot of other people. Compton was next door, but that Harbor area was ended in Gardena. You know what I'm saying? So, man, those were great times, man.
A Roadium mixtape is like a kilo of cocaine. It's like a kilo of amigo powder. You get that shit, you cut that motherfucker open, and you put it in your motherfucking CD player, and you start listening, and you be like, that's dope, shit, this is dope. How you do that? But really, a Roadium mixtape, bro, if you haven't experienced it and you was in hip hop back then, I don't know what the hell you was doing. You done fucked up. A Roadium mixtape is like, it's a kilo of cocaine. Music wise, I'm saying, motherfucker.
Man, that's a little tough, but I'll tell you what, it was the best thing ever for me, man. It was just kind of like something you never heard about. And especially West Coast was not getting that shine at the time, you know? So you would go to this place and they would make a custom tape, like, you know? And not knowing what it was just the sound that came out of those tapes that, if I'm correct, you'd have to, like, I would be feeling for those things if it was monthly, if not sometimes bi-monthly, but a tape, it was just a mixture of the latest songs all mixed together. But the intro had like this crazy mix that I at the time I believed that it was like 4 turntables at the same time, but I was like, how the hell are they doing this? Like, was it Superman behind the turntables or something like that? But a mixtape was a real mixtape. It was actually a cassette too, you know, just for the record.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 72. And guess what? Playtime's over. We're going to go ahead and jump butt naked right back into it. So, Shady Boy.
It's cracking.
You know what? I know I should have asked you in the very beginning, but now kind of broken the ice. I know it's Wednesday, but how was the weekend, bro?
It's like every other weekend, dog. You know what I mean? Just creeping on the come up, straight up.
Yo, that's good. Now, you watch a lot, anything on TV? When I say TV, Netflix, movies, lo que sea, porn, you know,
maybe some porn, homie, you know what I mean? But nah, other than that, nah.
No, okay, all right. You know, I do recommend, if you feel like laughing, watch the George Lopez special on Netflix.
Oh, you know what? I watch YouTube though, dog.
Okay.
I honestly, whatever my hustle is, dog. You know, I dedicate myself, dog. Like, I have to do like at least 3 hours of research a day, no lie. Like, I make myself sit there and just watch ways of doing things, you know what I mean? And even like fucking 50-minute fucking podcasts of people talking about, you know what, it's beneficial, dog, you know?
Yeah.
And I make myself because like I said earlier, whatever you do, no matter what you do, you got to be the best, dog. You know what I mean? And it's better to be well-rounded, dog. The more you know about something, the better you'll be able to handle yourself in any situation, dog. You know what I mean? And hey, my boy, you got a lot of haters on this show, dog. You got a lot of haters, dog.
You know what I think it is? I think, okay, if we have a lot of haters, I think half of them are wannabe haters.
Hey, but you know what's crazy, though, is that but they watched the video, though,
Thank
dog.
you.
So we still got paid for it, though, dog. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like we still got it's monetized, homie. So, like, you can say whatever you want, but you watch the video, though, dog. So, like who... I mean,
well, they got nothing fucking better to do. They're probably at home
that
playing
shit,
with their dick.
That shit irks me though, dog. Like,
yeah, I know.
Because motherfucker wouldn't, like, I'm not the biggest baddest motherfucker, dog, but you wouldn't say that shit to my face, dog. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they're cyber gangsters. You know,
that's crazy,
and that's
dog.
what they do. You probably have some fat motherfucker, fuck, he this lame, jacking off after he just finished eating some hot Cheetos. His dick will probably be red in the morning, but that's just them, bro.
That's a little too specific, though, dog. It's like they think about that shit, dog. You know what I mean? Like, that's out. Hey, but let me just say, like, motherfuckers saying I'm fucking slamming heroin or fucking on a sick one. I'm higher than giraffe ass, my boy. So what, dog?
Right.
Straight up, dog. But you know what, though?
But they're still watching.
Yeah, that's just me, dog. I ain't got no shame in my game, dog. I am who I am, dog.
Hey, you know what? Keep it coming. So,
for the closet smokers, dog. Straight up.
You know, it's funny. The closet used to be something that you would take something out of.
That's where R. Kelly would hide, dog.
You come out of. You know, well, I should say something you take out of, not something you
come out of, dog. Yeah.
Just like pot was something you would cook something in, not something you smoke.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Hey, but who knew putting those two together would fucking, you know what I mean? Would fucking ruin fucking America, dog. Straight up, dog.
Well, you know, it's like back then, gay meant that you were happy. Today it means that. But anyway, let's not talk about that.
But just everything changes, dog. Like I was telling the homie earlier, dog. Everything change every 10 years. Everything changes, dog. Music changes, dog. The way people speak changes. Slang, fucking the way people dress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just everybody wants to be what they think is different. You know what I mean? But then it gets out of hand, though, dog. Where music is just like, the fuck is that, dog? I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, homie. You know what I mean? But I want to like. I want to hear some potency. You know what I mean? I don't listen to the beat. Like, the beat is cool. Fuck yeah, dog. That's fucking 50% of the song. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you got to come with something too, though, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of shit where me, I listen to the lyrics. I don't listen to the beat so much. Of course, the beat, you know what I mean? It has to complement each other. But the lyrics, I'm a lyricist, so I want to hear what the fuck you got to say, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean? And that's what the fuck I'm listening to. And it's like, damn, dog. Like, wow. Homie, that's what's acceptable. Yeah. And then look at the times, though. These times are fucking. I didn't grow up in these times, though. You know what I mean? And the homies that grew up in these times and had a motherfucker that schooled them right, dog. Then fucking salute to that motherfucker that schooled you right, dog. Because you know it is our fucking duty, homie, as individuals, dog. That never lost that. The morals, homie, and that sklesha, dog, and the thorica, dog. You know what I mean? It's up to us to fucking. These are our little homies, dog. These are the future generation, dog. Look what the fuck it is right now, homie. Yeah. This is like to me, this is not music, dog. A majority of it, because there's some good artists out right now.
Right.
But you know what though? A majority of it is look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. When was it okay to be a fucking snitch, dog?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that motherfuckers just let go, dog. They let go because that's what the fuck is trending, or that's what the fuck is supposed to be cool and all that. That's out. That's out, my boy. I don't know where I come from, dog. You fucking snitch. You can never come back to the hood, homie. You know what I mean? Straight up, dog. You ain't gonna be on those lives fucking talking all that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? You gotta go, my boy. Fuck Black Lives Matter, homie. Fuck Brown Lives Matter. Fuck all lives matter, homie. Because not all lives matter. If you're a snitch, dog, you gotta go, whether you're brown, black, or fucking white, dog. If you're a chomo, you gotta go, homie. Straight up, dog. I think that all that shit is bullshit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, I've been beaten the fuck out of by police, dog. You mean police fucking shattered my nose, homie? Fucking tasered me on my back. I was already handcuffed, dog. I fucking, when they stood me up, I was like that. Like this, full fucking a waterfall of blood coming out my nose. Beat the fuck out of me, homie. And I put my hands up, dog. And I guess that was a sign of aggression, homie, because they beat the fuck out of me, dog. You know what I mean? I hate the police, dog. Fuck the police, homie. And when all this shit happened, dog, I was with it, dog. But then I see all these videos of black motherfuckers fucking up the Olatero, man, dog, and fucking with our people, dog. Like especially during these times, my boy. Like, that's the worst thing you could do, dog. Because I don't know, like to me, I'm not racist, my boy. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, dog. We all got the right to be miserable. You know what I mean? I'm not racist, dog. But right there, dog, you gotta check your people, my boy. You gotta check your people, dog, and shit like that. To me, that just shows where we're at with each other, dog.
Yeah.
That's how I see it, homie. You know what I mean? And my hood, like the way I grew up, we were against blacks, dog. But me, I have family that are part black, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different time, dog. Times change, homie. I got family that are part black, dog. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, dog. I don't. Like I said, I don't care about race or none of that shit. I see us all. I honestly, I look for solidarity, homie. Cause I know some solid ass black foods, dog. You know what I mean? That I know would never fold. Just like I know some solid ass white food. I know some solid ass homies, dog. You know what I mean? And I look for that. I look for that in people, homie. But I don't like to see shit like that, dog. Especially at a time like this when we all came together, homie. You know what I mean? We were right there at them protests too, dog. You know what I mean? And to see that shit is out. That shit is out. And for anybody to allow that shit to happen in their city, dog, that Raza, dog, that shit is out. You're fucking banging his whack, homie. Straight up, dog. I don't respect that, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for that, on the way over here, I seen a video, dog. It was like probably about 6 or 7 fucking people, dog, working for their shit, dog, and getting fucking touched up by black foods. And I know there's a motherfucking Mexican that was watching, dog. You know what I mean? This shit happened in broad daylight in the middle of fucking, you know what I mean? Our people, dog, they're not gonna hustle in fucking areas that are rich as fuck, that don't have no fucking Mexicans right there, dog, and nobody came to help them, dog. People accept, like, this shit is just accepted, dog, and this shit is whack, homie. People need to go back to when there was morals, homie. When motherfuckers had respect, because there's a difference between the gangster and the hoodlum, dog. And the hoodlum is a bully type thug that's a danger to himself and everybody around him, dog. And the gangster's professional, carries himself with respect, homie. You know what I mean? That respects others, homie. Respects women, respects children, homie. And I don't know, dog. The world just changed, homie. You can't even let your kids go out no more, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, fool, how you knew where the homies were at is because you seen a whole bunch of GTs right there on the front yard. You know what I mean? Now you can't even, the kids don't play outside no more, dog. It's just a different world, dog, and it's fucked up, homie. And it's up to us, dog, to really to remind motherfuckers, dog, what it's supposed to be like, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know, what you said that there's no more kids playing outside. I read a quote, and I like to quote it because I believe it's true. And I lived in that era. And it says, I thank God I had a childhood before technology took over. Because today, all kids want to play Xbox, PS, 5 now, or text. That's all they want to do. Nobody wants to climb a tree. Nobody wants to fucking
everything's backwards, dog. Yeah. Everything's backwards, and it's crazy. Like back in the days when it came to hollering at a female, you got to go up to her, chop it up with her, and then get her number. Nowadays, you got her number already, dog. You got her hookup. You know fucking her screen name, dog. You know what I mean? You can fucking hit that bitch. You don't search her and message her, send her a DM, dog. Like, dog, everything just changed, dog. Yeah, you know? Yeah. And it's crazy as fuck to me, dog. Yeah. It's crazy as fuck to me because, like I said in interviews before, back in the days, we had better people to look up to. I'm sorry to say, dog. You know what I mean? We had better people to look up to. And nowadays, it's like you get signed to a label and your views change. Why? Because your views don't match their views, dog. That's what it is. So they're filtering your shit, dog. It's their content, dog. It's not really, you don't have no creative freedom, homie. And hey, dog, I turned down a deal with Sony, dog. Like I have a song that says, "How come I never made it, dog?" I said, "How come I never made it?" It said, "For those that stood and waited, dog, you are appreciated." And that's to my fans right there, dog. That's to my fans, because you know what? There's motherfuckers that stood righteous by me, homie. And I never made it. Why? I turned down a deal with Sony, dog, because whatever I said, if it didn't coincide with what the fuck their views were, then they could easily change what I wrote, or they could fucking make me rap on beats that they wanted to rap that was hot, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I chose to be true to myself, dog. And I don't regret that shit not one bit, dog. You know what I mean? But I know that there's fans out there that like I said, like, man, a gang of people show me mad love, like mad feedback, just knowing that I was gonna come on this show, dog.
Dope.
And to me, I don't ever think about that shit, dog. And like we had that conversation.
Yeah.
I don't do interviews, dog. But you know what, though, my fans, though, like I owe it to my fans, though, you know, cause they really stood by me, though, dog. You know, and that's really why I'm even here, dog. I don't give a fuck about blowing. I don't care about like the notoriety, homie. You know, because at the end of the day, I gotta go back to where the fuck I go to, dog.
Yeah.
When fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the lights turn off, dog, and the fucking music stops playing, dog. I gotta go back to where the fuck I'm gonna go to, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about this shit, dog. But I appreciate you though, dog. Even though I didn't go nowhere or whatever, and maybe I probably even won. I don't care, dog. Like I still will go out with self-respect, homie. Nobody. I never sold nobody out, and I never sold myself out, dog. You know what I mean? I rap about what the fuck I want to rap about, dog, and I don't care what nobody thinks about me, dog, because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know who I am, dog, and I don't gotta be what the fuck you want me to be, dog. Yeah. I am who I am, dog. You know what I mean? Like I got emotional earlier, homie, but best believe I'm a motherfucking tooth chipper, dog. For anybody talking shit, whatever, dog, like, I don't give a fuck about none of that, homie. Because you wouldn't say that to my face, dog, and if you would, then do it, dog. Yeah. Straight up, you know, but all that aside, homie, I'm just, honestly, where I'm at right now in life, dog, I'm on the run right now, dog. I'm going to be gone for a long time, and you know what I mean? I feel like these are my last days, dog, no matter what. This shit, my days are numbered, homie. So in my last days, I want my sons to know where a real man's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Before reality hits and they got to form their own opinion about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a real motherfucker, he's there for his kids, dog, and like. I mean, it ain't never been no secret, dog, you know? Yeah. I'm a fucking drug addict, alcoholic, all that shit, dog. So what? I don't give a fuck, dog. Like that's me, homie. Motherfuckers don't know what the fuck I feel, what the fuck I go through, what the fuck I see every day. You know what I'm saying? We all got different ways of coping, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care to really fit into what the fuck you want me to be. You know what I mean? But what matters most to me is my kids, dog, and I forget I have kids, dog, and I'll be the first to admit it, dog, because when I'm out there doing stupid ass shit, I don't think about my kids. I think about that come up, dog, or I think about whatever. Like the way I grew up, you do whatever the fuck you feel is right in your heart, and nobody could ever tell you that you're wrong, dog. So I do whatever the fuck I feel is right in my heart, dog, but I forget about my kids, dog. You know, and in these last days, dog, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna go, you know what I mean, or when I'm gonna get busted. But it's gonna come, dog. There's gonna be a day that I have to face the music, and I want to be able to do that with a little bit of satisfaction that I let my kids know what they meant to me, homie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dope. You know what? And I'm glad you brought up about as far as rapping, you let it all out when you rap, you know, because you sent me 8 songs and you were on me. You said, did you listen to them? And I said, yeah. So I want to go over some of those songs. And if anything comes to your mind about the song title or the song that you wrote, elaborate a little bit on it. Okay.
All right.
Like the first one was Lonely Road. What is that one about? I heard it, but I need you to share it with us.
Lonely Road, man. That before I barely did this song called Tonight I Suffer Softly from my baby's mom, and that's the most honest song I ever wrote. But before that, Lonely Road was the most honest song I ever wrote. Not the realest song, you know what I mean? Not that's not how I mean it, you know. When I say the most honest song is when I was honest with myself, when I had no filter, when I didn't, you know, because sometimes when I write music, I do keep in mind, you know, maybe I don't want to sound that soft, homie, even though that's how the fuck I feel. You know what I mean? Maybe I wrote this at my weakest moment, but I don't want to show that shit to everybody. So I filter my own shit, dog, you know, and I dumb it down because I'm a man, and a man there's a certain standard that a motherfucker has to be. as a gang member, there's a certain standard that I have to be, dog. You know what I mean? And just what you put out, dog. First impressions are a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? First time I'm ever motherfucker hearing you, dog, you know, and they look at you like, psh, the fuck, homie, this fool's emo as fuck. This fool's fucking emotional gangster, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I am an emotional gangster, dog, straight up, dog, because, you know, I got shit that fucks with me, dog, and when I get mad, I get fucking furious, dog.
Yeah.
You know, and the things that make me happy, homie, I cherish that shit, dog. You know what I mean, to the max, dog. So I'm just extra as fuck, homie, straight up, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Lonely Road, though, dog. Lonely Road was at a really, really bad time.
Oh, okay.
In my life, dog. Like I lost everything, homie, and everything that meant the most to me. So I started thinking suicidal thoughts. You know what I mean? And I would think to myself, like, I don't give a fuck what nobody says about me, homie. They could say I'm a coward, this and that, but don't nobody live like me, though, dog. You know what I mean? Like nobody sees the shit I see. Like I'm telling you, dog, and there's no exaggeration, dog. Like anybody that really knows me, dog, they know that this shit just keeps coming at me, homie. Like this shit, I don't even fucking get myself in these situations, dog. And yet I'm in these situations, dog, and it's like a fucking movie, dog. It's like a dream, but it's really a nightmare, though, dog. Like, hey, but that's life, though. Yeah. And you know what? I keep it pushing, but Lonely Road is like when everything hit me at the same time. Yeah. And it's like, in that song, I was talking to God, and I was basically saying, like, I don't want to be here no more. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, like, they say God only puts on your shoulders what he thinks you can handle. But I feel like, at the time, I felt like motherfucker forgot about me. You know, he forgot what the fuck he put on my shoulders, you know? Yeah. And I wrote that, and I listened to it a million times, and I got over it, you know. And that's what the fuck music is, dog. It's therapy, homie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love being able to listen to a song. When I first, like I said, growing up, that song, fucking Unconditional Love, that whole song, everything Pac said, a lot of shit Pac said, I felt that shit. Yeah. You know, I felt hopeless, you know. And the fucking Eminem. The homie talked about Eminem earlier. Eminem, out of that era, dog, Eminem stood the test of time, dog. You know what I mean? Out of that era, he was still relevant. You know what I mean? When everybody else died out, that motherfucker was still relevant, dog. So was Snoop, dog. You know what I mean? Whether it doesn't matter that, they changed their style, you know, and I can't listen to some of their songs, you know what I mean? Because to me, it's not them. Right. You know what I mean? But I still hear them, though. Yeah. You know, and I don't know, dog. To me, that's admirable, dog. And I just hope that when I go, dog, motherfuckers could say that, dog. You know, that motherfucker never changed up, dog. Yeah. You know?
There's another song that stood out to me. So I Say Goodbye.
Damn. That motherfucker right there, dog. Man, I was on the run. I was living in Long Beach. And I was slamming dope. I was slamming fucking meth. I was smoking Sherm every fucking day, dog. Every fucking day I smoked Sherm. I slammed heroin for the very first time ever. I would drink Honey Jack. I ran from my trial. I was going to trial for a separate case, and they were going to take me into custody. And I fucking got on my phone like I was going to call my bail bondsman. I said, hey, can I call my bail bondsman? And she said, yeah. And I turned around and started walking out the courtroom. She said, excuse me. I turned around and said, man, hold up, man. And fucking she got scared. And she like paused, you know, that was just enough time. I turned around, I walked out those doors. I walked out the very front doors of the fucking courthouse. Went to the left. Right when I got past the bushes, I fucking ran like a bitch. You know what I mean? Straight up, dog. I ran there was nobody chasing me, but I fucking ran, dog. But that lady hadn't even told fucking the cops yet. When I walked out, I walked past 2 El Monte PD officers, dog. And I ran from my trial, and I got away. I got away for 4 months. And that's when like I said, I started smoking Sherm, you know. I was fucked up. I even fucking fell out. I smoked Sherman. I fucking fell out. And the homie said, hey, my boy, you did a burpee and never got back up. You know what I mean? My boy, nut, dog. You know what I mean? He said, you did a burpee and never got back up. Straight up. I guess I took a hit and I said, bam, homie, man down. You know what I mean? But that shit was really fucking up my body. Like, that shit, when I got busted, dog, my piss smelled like Sherm for 3 days, homie. Straight up, dog. Hey, but that's how much Sherm I did, you know. And anyways, in that time though, I was doing the worst, and I hadn't seen my kids in 4 months, and it really got to me. And in my heart, I knew I was gonna go to jail. I knew it in my heart. So I hit up the homie AI. Told me to come in and drop Sorry, Say Goodbye. What else we drop? We drop Passion for Pain. And
I got another one on there.
I got busted an hour later after I recorded that song. I knew it, dog, and I left. And there was some dude. I went to the M Motel in my hood on Valley and Baldwin. You know what I mean? Shout out to the block. And fucking, I rolled up. There was some dude beating the fuck out of his girlfriend. And I grew up seeing that shit. I don't like that shit. I can't say I never hit a girl. You know what I mean? But that's not me, homie. Straight up, dog. You know what I mean? Straight up, that ain't me. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit at all, dog. And this fool was beating the fuck out of his hind, and everybody was just sitting there listening, dog. So I go and I pound on his door. And fucking, he opens up the door. I told him, what's up, fool? I like to hit bitches too, homie. What's up, bitch? You know, and fucking, he didn't want to fight me. And his fucking girlfriend that was getting beat up called the cops on me, dog. And when I got to the car, we pulled out. The fucking Almani PD officer cut off the car behind me to get behind me and fucking pull me over. And that was it, an hour after I recorded that shit. So I said goodbye.
You know, I want to say something, because most dudes that hit women, will never fight another fucking dude. For some reason, they just get off and hit another fucking woman, bro. And I never liked that, so I gotta say the same thing. But I've learned to use, to be wise now, because I've been in situations where my brothers would see a dude beating up on his girl. He jumped in, knocked the fucking dude out. The girl pulls a knife on him. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, I have family members, like, you know, sorry to put you out there, sis. You know what I mean? But my sister, though, you know, like my sister hit me up, like, hey, you know, homie's doing this and that, you know. So I roll up and fucking, I go up there knowing, yeah, that's my sister, but they've been going through this shit, you know. So I'm letting them know, hey, my boy, like, if she still stays with you, dog, then, hey, dog, that's her fault, dog. You know what I mean? But at the same time, homie, now it involves the kids, homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's out.
Yeah.
And trying to, like, you know, chop it up with him, but hold my composure because the kids are there.
Yeah.
He initiated that shit, dog. You know, he cracked me in my ear, dog. You know, so we start getting down, dog. You know, and he fucking runs for me, dog. What's up, Martin? Though, hey, Martin, that's the homie though now, though, dog. You know what I mean? Because we got past that. But that's just being real, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ran for me, though. You know, and fucking, and he was behind his nephew. He was like, "What's up, bitch? What's up, bitch?" You know, behind his nephew and shit. I'm like, man, come on, my boy. Like, what's up, dog? Like, let me get that, though. You know what I mean? But all that, and then they end up together the next day. You know, and it was like come on, you know, like, what can I do? You know what I mean?
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, but you know what though, like he's a good homie though, dog. You know, it just these drugs though, dog. It's what it is, dog. Is these drugs makes us do foolish ass things, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know anybody that's ever done this shit, dog. I mean, people that ain't done it, dog, they can say whatever the fuck they want and fucking clown and all that shit. That's cool. Get your clown on, dog. But I'm from the gutter, homie. You know what I mean? Like this is just what it is. Ain't nothing to be proud of, dog. But ain't nothing to be ashamed of either, dog. You know what I mean? I want to get better, homie. Straight up, dog. I want to get better. I want to be somebody that my kids can respect, you know what I mean? And I definitely don't want my kids to ever fucking follow down my footsteps, dog. But I am who I am, dog. And as long as my kids never see that side of me, dog, that's all that matters to me, dog. You motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want, dog. You know what I mean? But you know, I know some solid ass people that are in this life, dog. Some good ass people, homie. And I know some grimy ass motherfuckers, dog. You know what I mean? And that's with music. With music, there's some grimy ass motherfuckers that all you are is a stepping stone to them.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that you could do, dog, is to believe that everybody is as 100 with you as you are with them, dog. That's the fucking worst thing you could do, dog, in life, especially in this music game, dog. Because a lot of motherfuckers only offer themselves, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't respect, and they don't respect loyalty, and fuck them, homie. And you know what I mean? Fuck these fools that talk all that shit, dog. But see, that's their job, homie. And that's cliche as fuck. people say, "Oh, haters gonna hate." I don't know, my boy. Like, to me, I don't feel like they should be here, though. You know what I mean? Just like a chomo, just like a rat, homie. You shouldn't be here, dog, because you're just cancer, dog. You're cancer. Like this is real music, dog. This is a real conversation, homie. And when you come with that bullshit, dog, it's like you're trying to spread your cancer, dog. You're trying to dumb down what the fuck we're talking about, dog. But we're talking about real shit, though, dog. We're talking about life, dog. Like, take something from this, dog. That way you don't take an L. Because right now, you guys all took L's, dog. Like, straight up. Hating on this shit, dog. Like, man, homie, this man right here, dog. Like I don't kiss ass or nothing, homie. But this man right here is a legend, dog.
Gracias.
This man's a legend, homie, in his own right, dog. And look what he's doing, dog. He invited a motherfucker like me on the show, dog. And you're going to come with some sideways shit like that has nothing to do with nothing, my boy.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up and sit back and enjoy what the fuck we're talking about, homie.
Yeah,
straight up, dog.
Exactly. I have a question about a song that stood out to me, and I want you to elaborate on it because not only do I like the title, I really enjoyed the song. Letter to God.
Yeah. Well, Letter to God, I can talk about now, because that time passed, but Letter to God, I wrote in a real situation, though, and I was staying right there at the M Hotel right there on Valley and Baldwin. I lost my house. I had my own house, had my whip, had my job, had everything, and I beat my life sentence, got out, tried to do the 95 thing, and I did, like I said, man, like when I was growing up, and fucking, I always believed that you got to be the best at whatever the fuck you do, and I tried the 95 things. First time I ever had a job, I was 25 years old in Centinela State Prison. I worked in canteen. That was my very first job ever, dog. I made 25 cents an hour, homie, and I loved it. I loved it, dog, because it felt rewarding to me. So when I got out, I kept that shit, dog, and I went to machinist school, not knowing that my parole would have paid for that shit. I didn't even know that shit. I just knew that I didn't want to get high no more. And I didn't want to go back to how the fuck I was. Because if you're doing the same shit you were doing 15 years ago, 10 years ago, you're doing bad, dog. You know what I mean? You got to progress sometime, dog. There's some motherfuckers that are on the block because they're meant to be there, dog. They're meant to die right there, dog. As sad as it is to say, dog, some people make the hood what it is, dog. And I just never wanted to be that dude that was just standing on that corner for fucking 20 years before motherfucker killed me right there, dog. So when I got out, I took it as a second chance. I went to machinist school. I graduated. I worked a job and I went to school. And I hated life because I felt like this is not me. But I had a kid on the way, and I didn't have a dad. You know what I mean? I didn't have a mom either. I didn't have nobody, dog. I had people that were supposed to be, the title that they had, they didn't ever deserve that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, dog, when I was a kid, I used to tell them my name's Richie, dog. My name's Richard, but they used to tell me, Richie, some people get paid to be good, but you're good for nothing. And when I was a kid, when they would say that to me, that shit would make me feel so good inside. Cause I thought motherfuckers meant that I was good for no reason, just to be a good kid, And it's crazy, cause when I grew up, I grew up still believing that. To this day, it's like I never feel like I'm good enough. And whenever I have a good opportunity, I sabotage that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. For whatever stupid ass immature reason, Yeah. But I just know for a fact that what you grow up with, what's instilled with you as a kid, what's instilled in you, it will last to adulthood, whether you like it or not. Cause homie, that shit happened when I was a kid, homie.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man now, but that's just it's like I can't get out of that mindset, and I don't want that for my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want my son to know he's a champion. My son's a superhero. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I tell my son, Papa, you be a policeman. You don't be, because I went to take him a bath one day, and I took his shirt off, and he was wearing a muscle shirt. My son said, Dad, I'm a vato loco. I told him, what? He said, I'll shoot you. And I snapped on him without even meaning to, and he got scared. He said, okay, Daddy, I said, nah, Papa, you don't be like Daddy, Papa. You told me you want to be a policeman. Promise me you'll be a policeman.
Yeah.
He said, I promise, Daddy. I said, promise me you won't get no tattoos. I promise, Daddy. Because it's not being a hypocrite. It's we should want better for our kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because the way I felt growing up, I mean, everybody got their sad story, dog. We all been through something, homie. But you know what? Some shit affects people more than others. Some people have a way to stop that from happening to you. Well, some people don't, though, you know? And that's just how the fuck you feel like life is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then when you get older, you have to differentiate what was right from wrong. What was instilled in you, like as far as racism, I grew up NK, dog. I grew up nigga killer, straight up. My hood is nigga killer, dog. But when I grew up, that's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. That was my view. And then having family members that are part black or whatever, you know. And at first it's like, the fuck? Like, that's how, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, fool, you fucked up, fool, you know what I mean? But then you see, then you get to know that kid. That kid is your blood, though, dog. And then you get to know that kid, and that kid is a person, you know. And then you gotta differentiate that maybe not everything that you were taught growing up, maybe not everything that you were taught was right. You gotta determine what's right from wrong. That's when you find yourself, and you make your own views, dog. You know, and I never want my son to view life how I view life right now, or how I viewed life back then, especially now. You know, shit is bad, dog. Like there's things that haunt me every day, dog. Straight up. Yeah. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is, dog. Like there's nothing you could do about it, homie.
Last song I want to bring up, and then I want you to share what you got coming out. I know you're working with AI.
Yeah.
So much love, much respect to AI. There was a song called "Notice Me."
Damn.
If you want to elaborate a little bit on that one, and then we'll talk about your what you got coming out.
All right. Well, look, "Notice Me." That's on my On God album. AI will tell you, AI met me when I was doing good, dog. AI met me. I didn't get high for 4 years, you know. I beat my life sentence, got out. I had a big ass beard, homie. I looked like a fucking lumberjack, straight up. You know what I mean? But I never got pulled over once. You know what I mean? And fucking, I tried to change my whole life around.
Yes.
And that shit was scary for me, dog. Like, honestly, I didn't feel like, I felt like I was faking. I felt like I was fake as fuck, you know what I mean? Because that wasn't me, dog. I never went to the hood no more. I got a 9-to-5 job. I fucking went to school and fucking, I would work. I would go to school from 8 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I would work until 2 o'clock in the afternoon until fucking, I would work 13, 14 hours. We never worked no 8 hours. You know what I mean? And I would fall asleep in school. I would fall asleep at work. I hated life. But I knew that I wanted to have a career. I wanted to have a steady income. I wanted to take care of my kid, my first kid. You know? So I stuck with it, dog. But that wasn't me, though. You know?
Yeah.
And I worked fucking very hard, dog. And I lost everything on me. I lost everything, dog. My company, they moved to Arkansas because the cost of living is cheaper. I worked for Toyota. I was a CNC machinist for Toyota. I was manufacturing the rear axles to the 2017 Tacomas. Those motherfuckers were 50 pounds each. And my quota was 452 a day. I would lift into a machine with one hand. 452 a day. I busted my ass. And I lost everything, homie, you know? And it's a trip, though, but that album, though, when I lost everything is when I met Alex. And I told that fool, what's up, my boy, like, I like your music, dog. Like, I like the sound, everything, that soulful shit. Like I had never rapped. I rapped always from the heart, but never like this, though. You know, like, no filter. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You know, like, I never put myself out there like that. Like, but I needed some healing, dog. I needed some therapy. So what's the best therapy? Music. When you hear something that you could relate to, that shit helps you get you through some shit. But what about when you could hear everything that you're really going through, dog? I would rap music. I would rap on a track, and I would listen to that motherfucker a million times, dog. And it would get me to wherever the fuck I was going through, dog.
Yeah.
And it was therapy to me, dog. And that song, "Notice Me." I'll never forget that shit.
No.
No, notice me. Hold on. Look, notice me. I'll tell you a little story about notice me.
Yeah.
When I lost my job and all that shit, I tried to keep it together. So I went and got a job through the agency, and my cousin, who lives in Fontana, I got a job through the agency right down the street from his house on the same street. Well, he lived in a trailer, so I rode to his pad, and I had like a yellow safety jacket, you know, and from my old job and shit. And I rolled up like, hey, my boy, like, hey, dog, is it cool if I spend the night right here? Like, I work down the street, whatever this is and that. And that fool's like, oh, my boy, you already know how my hyena is, homie. You know what I mean? But you can sleep in the shack, so, or in the tool shed. So I went in the tool shed, and I remember it was raining, and I had nothing but that fucking jacket on, and raindrops, like, it was just dripping on me. And I wanted to cry, dog. Like damn, fool, I never cheated. I really did work for this shit.
Right.
And for this, like, for nothing, you know? So instead of crying, I wrote that song, Notice Me. Because it seems like don't nobody notice you, dog, until they see you down. You know? That's why there'll be more motherfuckers at your funeral than your motherfucking birthday, dog. Because the feeling of regret is stronger than the feeling of love and admiration. You know what I'm saying? So at the times when I'm here, I'll never know what I mean to people, dog. Basically, you know, because nobody gives a motherfucker flowers when he's alive, dog. But I know that at least I can say when I die, I know I'll die a legend, dog. Because I never gave a fuck about what none of y'all think, dog, you know? I'm here, like, basically, I'm a lost soul, my boy. I'm a lost soul, dog, and I make music for the lost souls, dog. You know what I'm saying? And like, basically, that song right there, that song really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Like that second verse says, basically, I cry out to God, you know, but nobody fucking came, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Nobody came, dog. And I don't know, my boy, like that song Notice Me really means a lot to me, dog.
Dope, you know? Dope. I really enjoyed all of them. Now this is an opportunity because we're running out of time here, but I wanted to.
I'm fucking faded on this. My bad, dog. Oh no,
we're good.
It is what it is, dog.
Hey, brother, we're good.
Hey,
you know
we're
what?
topping it up, dog. This is really me, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck, dog. You know?
We actually ran out of time a long time ago, but I just kept it rolling.
Hey, well, I appreciate that.
I just kept it rolling, brother.
What's up?
So now, your Instagram's been popping out, so people can reach you there. But what can people expect from you, or are you dropping anything anytime soon?
Well, I was just telling the homie AI dog that my next album, I want it to be called No Gravity, though.
No Gravity.
Because everything I say is straight up. No gravity, my boy, is straight up, dog. You know what I mean? And just that's all I have right now. You know what I mean? I have some songs that I'm working on. I just did Tonight I Suffer Softly, which is one of my most controversial songs within myself, dog.
Okay.
Because you know what, when I recorded it, it's like, damn, homie, like, that shit really fucked me up. It's for my baby mama, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I know I got some exes watching, whatever, but you know what? I gotta be real with myself. I love that bitch, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
love that bitch, dog. My baby mom, dog. And I made that song to her in at a time when it was like, damn, dog, this is like the weakest moment, dog. Like, hey, dog, it always been fucked up to lose your girl, dog. You know what I mean? I'm not good at fucking breakups, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
But especially her, though, homie. I don't know what it is, but especially her, though, dog. And like I said earlier, dog, I always have some sort of filter at least, dog. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of filter where you know what? You don't need to see that side of me, dog. And this song I'm honestly proud of, dog, because I didn't care. There was no filter whatsoever, homie. Like, I did not, like, this is what the fuck it was, dog. And I didn't make that shit for you, dog. I didn't make that shit for you to hear, dog, you know? Like, I have to be real with myself, dog.
Yeah.
I have to be real with myself, and so I said goodbye. I mean, I saw I said goodbye. That was another one too, but Tonight I Suffer Softly, homie. Like, Man, I can't wait for that motherfucker to come out, dog. We're gonna do a video to that shit. So I Say Goodbye, we're gonna do a video to that shit.
Dope,
and just basically all my music, dog. You know what I mean? It's
Well, I know they can find you on YouTube. And I know you have some stuff coming out. I know right now you're working with AI. And eventually he'll keep me posted as well. And he'll let me know. And whatever you need from me to push, to promote, or whatever you need when it does come out, you guys let me know, man. And whatever I can do to help, you know.
I appreciate that, my boy. But you know, like I said though, like, hey, dog, just you having me on here, dog, I genuinely appreciate that shit, and that shit is an honor, my boy. You know, whoever bumps this shit, dog, you know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You know, I'm not trying to like fucking fuck up sales for myself, or I'm not trying to gain sales for myself. I don't care about none of that, dog. You know what I mean? This shit right here is for the motherfuckers that ain't got a voice, dog, or who feel they ain't got a voice, dog. You know what I mean? This for the foster kids, dog. This is for the motherfuckers that grew up with nothing, homie. The hard knocks, fool. You know what I mean? Like this for you motherfuckers, dog. You know what I mean? Because that's who the fuck I am, dog. I'm gonna die that way, dog, and I'm alright with that, homie. You know what I mean? It is what it is, dog. This is my place in life, homie. You know what I mean?
All good.
And I appreciate that shit. This is raw. This is genuine, homie. That's the generation that you came from, homie. And I salute you, dog. And I'm honored, homie. Like I said, just to even be right here sitting in this seat, dog.
Thank
you.
I
mean, I appreciate that genuinely, homie.
Well, you know what? I appreciate you coming and chopping that up with me. Because once again, you gave us an exclusive because, like AI says, you know, you don't do interviews, bro. So, muchas gracias, and I truly appreciate you on behalf of me and my team, brother. Okay?
Right.
Other than that, you want to give any shout-outs, man?
Most definitely. First and foremost, dog, thank you for having me on the show. You know what I mean? Thank you to you and your team, dog. After that, I mean, my son, Xavier James, my son, Nico Angel, my stepdaughter, Zoe. You know, and I got a baby on the way, and a lot of motherfuckers don't know that shit, you know what I mean? But hey, I got a baby on the way, I got a little girl on the way, you know what I mean? And you know, it's first and foremost to my kids, you know, and you know, I might not be the best motherfucker, you know, but I hope one day when you're old enough to understand, and you look back at shit like this, then you get a better understanding of who I am, you know, and not what people say about me. Just know that I love you, and you mean the world to me, you know. AI, my dog right there, man, you know, and I thank you for opening up for letting me into your world, dog, you know, because I never used to make music like this, on beats like this, you know, and just thank you for your genius, you know what I mean, my boy Vicious, Kid Vicious, dog, you know, like, that's the future of the city right there, man. I love that motherfucker like my little brother, dog. And thank you. Like, I know I'm not the best, I guess, manager. I'm not the best, you know what I mean? Like, that dude, you know, but you never gave up on me, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And y'all be my brother, dog. To my fans, I appreciate you. I love you to the fullest, man. Thank you for being loyal to me, even though I'm not always loyal to this music shit. You know what I mean? I'm lost in the sauce right now, straight the fuck up, dog. You know what I mean? I do whatever the fuck I do, dog. I do what I know. You know what I mean? When I leave here, dog, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go come up right now when I leave right here, dog. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I gotta do, homie, to get mine, dog. And that's just me as a person, homie. That's me as an individual, dog. And I'm not promoting that shit, you know what I mean? But hey, dog, I gotta get mine the only way I know how, dog. But thank you for being righteous to me, dog, and all that, you know, because although I don't always say it, you know, I do appreciate it to the city of Monte. You know what I mean? My city, my hometown, homie. I love you motherfuckers, dog. To my water, dog. To the F gang, homie. The real F gang, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking, you already know, dog. I do this shit for you. I'll die for this shit, dog. You know what I mean? But I want to live with a purpose on me, you know. And I hope that my music, I feel like my music could give me some sort of fulfillment, some sort of meaning, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To the homeboy, baby, Bossy. I want the customized gears, dog. You know what I mean? My dog right there, homie. Fucking, I fucking salute you, dog. I respect you, homie. I love you, homie. And I love to see my homeboys getting it, dog. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the homie Sneaks, dog. Rest in peace to the homie Sneaks. Rest in peace to the homie Shameless, dog. Rest in peace to every wildflower that we ever planted in the ground, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's that's where my heart is, dog. And it's sad to say, dog, that you know what, I chose this over. I sabotaged my own happiness, homie. Maybe with this music game, I could have been somewhere if I sold out, dog. But this is where I grew up, dog. This is where I was raised, homie. You know what I mean? Raised around my homies, dog. You know, and they don't sell. They would never sell out their motherfucking. We would never sell out each other, dog. Back then, I'll say back then, dog. You know what I mean? Because I'm a real motherfucker, dog. I'll say back then, because nowadays you can't tell. No. You know what I mean? But back then we would never sell each other out, dog. And that's where the fuck I was raised, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no regrets, dog. I have no regrets, dog. This is me, dog. You know what I mean? I love my city. I love my hood, dog. Shout out to all you motherfuckers, dog. You know what I mean? And my solid ass homies, dog. Let me just say, fuck Black Lives Matter, homie. Fuck Brown Lives Matter. Fuck White Lives Matter, dog. You know what I mean? Not all lives matter, homie. There's some piece of shits out there, dog. Motherfuckers that beating up our people when they're trying to make their money, dog. You're a piece of shit, dog. Your life don't matter to me, dog. If you're a chomo, dog, I don't care if you're fucking brown, white, or fucking Asian, all that shit, dog. You're a piece of shit. Your life don't matter to me, dog. You know what I mean? What it is, dog, it's about being a good person, homie. Being a righteous individual, dog. Don't touch nobody's kids, homie. You know what I mean? Don't do nothing out of pure hate, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, it's an eye for an eye, dog. It says it in the Bible, dog. You hit me, I hit you, dog. You know what I mean? But don't be no bully, dog. You know what I mean? Don't do none of that, dog. Just because you can, you know what I mean? But like you said earlier, dog, motherfuckers beating up girls and they won't fight a man, dog. You know what I mean? We don't need a race full of motherfuckers like that, dog.
Right.
We need a race full of motherfuckers that will actually be themselves and stand for something, homie.
Right.
And that's about all I got to say, dog. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what, let me say, muchas gracias, bro. Thank you for coming. Greatly appreciate it, man. And hey, I thank you for the hookup. You know what, knock out some heaters, man, because I know his fans are out there wanting to listen to that shit. So
thank you, dog.
likewise, my brother. Likewise, brother. Stay blessed, man. Other than that, you know, let me go ahead and give a couple of shout outs. Let me give a shout out to my boy Mauricio Carrillo. I know Saka. I know you said, Tony, you missed me last time. I got you, homie. And let me give a shout out to Jesse from Bow Down Clothing. Blessed me with his shirt. King of King, Lord of Lords. Okay, so once again, shout out to him. And I'm going to keep this short simply because, honestly, some of you guys were saying, Tony, how come Tony didn't drink? Because I haven't fucking ate.
Because you can't hang with me? No.
and if I start fucking drinking right now, bro, I'm going to be out. So, you know what, I'm going to keep it short. Let me give a shout out to John motherfucking Elkins. He's becoming a household name. Sooner or later, motherfuckers are going to be booking him. Okay? John motherfucking Elkins in the place to be.
Hey, real quick, can I say one more thing real quick? I want to send a shout out to everybody that in this game, dog, that I listen to. Not only that have been an influence on me, dog. I want to send a shout out first and foremost, dog, the homie YB, dog. YB, hey, dog, that's my dog right there, homie. And we had a conversation earlier about how motherfuckers are stepping stones, dog. Motherfuckers will look at you like a stepping stone, you know what I mean? And they have that concept, dog, where they know, hey, this fool's popping right here. I'm gonna do a song with this fool, you know, and they do some grimy ass shit to do that, dog. But you know, one motherfucker that I could say that had that concept, dog, and was always righteous, homie, was the homie YB, dog. You know what I mean? When he was a little yogi, dog, I used to be in dope spots, fool. I remember at dope spot in Ontario, dog, right there off a Vineyard, fool. Off a Vineyard, homie, fucking, I was asleep right there. I hadn't slept in like 4 or 5 days, dog, and I fucking knocked out of exhaustion. And fucking, I woke up to YB waking me up. What's up, my boy? Hey, fool, come sell some CDs with me. You know? That was my boy right there. Like, hell yeah, fool. And when I went, I didn't do it for no money, nothing like that. I do it just because, you know what? I wasn't used to this rap shit, dog, you know? So I see him out there selling these CDs. I want to be a part of it. Hell yeah, dog. Yeah. So I wake up, you know, I find my sleep, wake up, you know, and whatever I made, dog, I try to, you know, shoot him the money. He said, nah, fool, that's you, dog. Yeah. You work for that shit, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, and you know what? Homie just went about things all times, dog, homie. That's my dog right there, man. I love YB, dog. I love YB, dog. That's my dog right there. Shout out to Ski Mask Mafia, homie. Fucking 66 G's. Shout out to King Cash, dog. Shout out to King Cash, fucking from KHA, dog. The homie from the SGV. Shout out to Drummer Boy from the SGV, dog. Shout out to fucking, let me see, dog. Fucking Mr. SGV, fucking what's his name, dog? Fucking Turner, dog, something like that, dog. The homie from Pomona, dog. Shout out to that fool, dog. You know what I mean? Aside from that, dog, shout out to Blackie Montana. Rest in peace to the homie fucking Toker, dog. Rest in peace to the homie Beaver from Eastside 13, dog. Rest in peace to the homie Big Blacks, a.k.a. Blackie Fontana, dog. That was my boy right there, man. I knew that fool before this music shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he was barely starting off, dog. We had that song, Fuck the Rap Game. We go so far back, dog, that I have a song with him and L-Boy on the same track, dog. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers got down on that video and everything, dog. You know what I mean? That's how far we go back, dog. You know, rest in peace to that motherfucker, dog. Real motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? Just shout out to fucking... Let me see. Shout out to Wicked from Brownside, homie. Shout out to Thrivey G. Shout out to CON, dog. You know what I mean? You gotta chop it up, fool. But you know what? Shout out to you, though, too, my boy. You already know what it is, fool. It's all love, dog. Dope. You know what I mean? Shout out to fucking the whole LP family, dog. And most of all, you know what I mean? Last but very not least, dog, my dog Vicious, homie. Kid Vicious, the future of Monte, dog. Shout out to the homie. Hey, can the homie fucking roll up real quick and say something real quick?
Yeah, if he wants, bro.
Yeah,
but
dog.
You gotta make it quick because I haven't eaten.
We'll make it quick, dog. But Spencer Monte's in the house, homie.
All good.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead. Say what's up.
That boy. My bad, everybody. I'm gonna let the homie eat. My name is Vicious. I'm from the city of El Monte. I got Dope Boy dropping on July 4th. Just everything produced by AI. If it ain't AI on the beat, then you're fucking up, you know. And if you ain't fucking with Tony, then I ain't fucking with you either.
And we got a mutual friend, your cousin.
Yeah, my cousin Raymond Torres. Shout out, homie. He's out there in Las Vegas, professional limo. If you guys need a limo driver, you call homie up. Thank you.
Hell yeah, the chauffeur.
All good. Real quick though.
Okay, pronto.
Hey, shout out to Cujo. Shout out to fucking Misfit Soto, homie.
Yeah.
And just FKM, dog. Every real motherfucking lyricist, dog. Shout out to you, homie.
Dope.
That's it.
All right, and shout out to my boy DG Media Clips. You can reach him on IG, and my son B Scanless, my brother Spice Smuggler, who sells dick pumps. Everybody, you can still get the dick pumps at his website. So pocket pussy. We still got pocket pussies. We still got a couple of them. We got blacks, browns, yellows, whites, whatever you want. Some scented, some with hair, some not. But however you like it.
Food's gone wild though.
Yeah. Saca la bolsita.
Yeah, saca la bolsita.
All right, everybody, go ahead and see you guys on what's the day? Wednesday? Shit.
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. We'll see you guys Sunday. I'm already buzzing. I haven't even drank. All right, brother. Stay blessed.
All right, boy. Hey, thank you.
And we out.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.